He said, yeah.
Yeah, we'll maybe on Tuesday and take him to the exam next week.
Yeah. He's had it this week, exam, but yeah, we'll go Tuesday anyway.
I'll have to book it in with him, just phone him up and book it in. Do that for us. My hand's killing me. I can open it, but my hand will be stinging. Looking for the show. Oh, my hand's tight. Who puts all them pink hands on? Is it you?
Me and Freedom.
Fucking weirdos used to. Pink hands. You said them to fucking boil them, the pink gloves. Oh, Betty, I am awful, but I like you. Another night, another dream, and what coming true. Happy, I'm in love with you. Class them old songs. I'll put them on the night. I'm shadowboxing on the mirrors, double mirrors there, double mirrors that side and on that side. So that's good to train on the mirrors because you can you move. But with the music, and you go faster and faster. As the music goes faster, you go to the beat. That's how you get your hands faster by doing it. Like fast rave music, get your hands really fast by training to the music. Go bum 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 when it goes faster and faster and faster, and go to full out. And I did it when I was on the pads in the back garden with Julian Davies. He said, I've took hundreds, maybe thousands of people on the pads, and I've never been hit that hard. And nearly dislocated my shoulder. He said he was punching, he said it felt like he was going to punch me through the fence next door. And I can't prove that. I can't prove that, Mr. Doyle. And just to let you know, again, he's going, can you prove this about Paul Sykes? I put another video in today. There'll be another 2 or 3 tomorrow on, where I went to Wakefield. Paddy Conroy was in the car with me, and Dave Garside offered him out, shit himself, and we got 20 grand with these elephants off him, but we bullied. And then we went again. The first time, this was 1991. Second time went 92. Me, Terry Rich, Dave Garside again. We went in. Dave offered about this time, and he fucking shit himself. He was stood at the bar this time. He walked over to the table and sat down. Dave was screaming at him, saying, yeah, you've been fucking saying this to the Spencers, you've been saying that. And later on, they both boxed at the Spencers Club in Middlesbrough. It was Dave's from Hartlepool. And he went out the back in the Spencers, near the Woodyard. He said, you've been fucking slagging me off again, you cunt. He said, how are you? So Dave offered him out again, put his hand up. I never, Dave, he said. But Dave Garside used to box from, I think he had 44 fights, Dave, in the ring. Sykes turned his back when he fought John Al Gardner for the heavyweight title. You've got an opportunity here to do the best you can. People dream you get to that situation. You got yourself there. Turned his back like that in the ring. Give up. Coward. Pure coward. I've never seen a boxer apart from Roberto John when he gave up. No mass, he said. But he was getting absolutely pulverised. He only got caught a couple of times off John L. Gardner. 15 stone. Wasn't massive. Caught with a couple of shots and he gave up. He went no more. He packed in. He hid behind the referee's back. And he did the same in Durham against Lee Duffy. When the screws brought Lee in, Lee started offering him out for a fight on the wing. And it was 6 screws one side, and Sykes ran behind the 6 screws. Sorry, behind the 3 screws. And the 6 screws went over to Lee Duffy and grabbed him and stopped him getting to him. And he wouldn't fight Lee Duffy. He was only 20, it was 1988, it was in Durham. All these stories are backed up by people who were there in the day. Terry was at Terry's been on. So he said Paul Sykes came to Middlesbrough to do a do for the Spencers. He was on there because he obviously boxed for the Spencers to a millionaires. They have all the nightclubs in Middlesbrough. And then he was sat with 2 bodyguards each side, like the lad's doorman. There was a doorman on the door. The next minute he said something. Terry says the story. I'll put him on. You can hear Terry talking. And he said, "Who?" He said, "Are you still fucking the YPs in Durham?" And he went, "Who said that?" He went, "Me, Quentin Crisp," something like that. Terry said. And then somebody said, "I said it." Then another one, when I said it, and they all started jumping up, all the travellers. So one of the travellers out at the back of the do, "I'll fucking fight you. Get outside there, Sykes. Get outside," and call them all the naughty things under the sun. Sykes ran to the door, front door, sorry. Got out the door, and the 2 doormen got up with him in the front door and opened the door, and they bundled him into the back of a taxi and they fucked off with him. He never come back to Middlesbrough. That shite where he's supposed to be in a pub with Lee Duffy off and going up to Lee Duffy, and Lee went, "Fuck off, I don't want to talk to you." It's all shite. It never happened. I know the people at that pub. I know the Woodiers used to be in there all the time. Dave Woodier, sorry, and all them, and Rob Suggett, Terry Dicko. He never come to that pub. He said, Terry should have known if he ever went to Brian Andrews' pub. He had a place called Fatso's. It was a lovely, lovely shop. That's the same shop as where him and the fake author gets his Fatso's. That's the place where they get the film from in Stokesley when he's been chased out of now. He's been chased out of the whole of Teesside now. And I asked people in like Carol Edwards, who was lead of his partner, and other people, lead of his daughters, and lead of his son, and other people in the day. They said Paul Sykes never ever went into the rave club in Middlesbrough, the Havana club. It wasn't his scene. Paul Sykes said he wasn't in the rave clubs. Paul Sykes was old fashioned. He was like, he would never have went into a club in 1988 in the Havana because he couldn't have went in there because he was in Durham jail. They were in Durham jail together. So that was all made up. He tried what he did. The fake one heard me tell the story about it in my book, The Resurrection of Brian Cockerill, what he did. He tells the story in there. Now he's saying I'm making it up. But it's in that book. If anyone's got The Resurrection of Brian Cockerill, you'll see in the book. I've told that story. And it's also in the Taxman book. It's also in the Taxman of Teesside book. And it's also in other books I've done all the way back. So the lines he tells, he has little stories like that. And he pinches bits of extracts off them and puts them into his books. So the stories are true because Terry Dick, something I know for a fact. You offered him, everyone talking about it. He said, but he was never in, he never ever was in Durham. Sorry, he was never ever in Middlesbrough. He was in the Spencer's clubs where he went, he'd just go for drinks, pints. He wasn't in the rave music. Imagine Paul Sykes being in the rave. What a load of fucking shite. Absolute gab. He was not in the rave music. He never went to rave clubs. He went to old men's pubs where they all sat round and drank all day as well. He was a pure pisshead. He'd sit at the table all day. Can you imagine Paul Sykes being in a rave, eating ecstasy and dancing about? I can. And he said, Lee Duffy turned on and went, fuck off, I don't want to talk to you. Who does he think he is? Me, Duffy's supposed to have said. I said, what a load of fucking rubbish. That's just him to try and sell books. Again, bullshit. But he said, what a load of fucking shit. He got chased out of Middlesbrough. And he knows the names of the lads who chased him. Chased twice, and Dave Garside offered him out again. So anyway, we're going on for it. So the Redcliffe riots are in the Resurrection. Put them in that book. They're also in the Taxman book, 2004. They're also in the one with Julian Davies, 2020. So I was writing books over 20 years. Was it 2020? Was it around 2024? So I was doing books 24 years ago before the staff comes. Was even about, never even heard of him. So he doesn't know these characters because he wasn't there. So he has to go and get stories off people. So he's befriended Cleveland police officers to get stories off them now. And that's what he's using. And they're just the biggest lies on the fucking planet. You can't believe a word they say. Curtis Lang, yes, he did. You're right, Cartman. I watched the documentary. He must have watched the show one. He actually fell off a roof, if I'm right, and broke his back. Curtis Lang. What was he called again? Curtis Lang. He was a brilliant, exceptional man. I think he was from Liverpool, I think. I'm sure he was from Liverpool originally. I thought he was from Liverpool or Leeds or something. You might be right. You might be right. And he ended up being alcoholic on the streets, drinking like Paul Sykes. He was like walking around with bottles and cans. They did a documentary where he was on the crack. He was going scoring for crack. And Sykes was on the crack. He was on the coke and all that stuff. He was on the speed, but he was never in there. Never heard of him going to rave clubs. He'd have got battered off for young lads in them days, the late 90s, when he wouldn't have been able to live with them. Late 80s and 90s, because the raves didn't come out till, really the raves didn't come out late 80s, early 90s were booming when we were doing them. Never seen something like Paul Sykes, and he was just, like old men's clubs. He liked sitting drinking in them all day, drinking there all from 10 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, and then never stop it back. But he never ever was in rave clubs. So that's just all bullshit again, coming from the bullshit of the author. Every book keeps getting more stories. Every book he does on Paul Sykes, they get started off here, they're getting more bigger and bigger and bigger. But he keeps out all the stories about where he's been beat. He also got beat. I put one up today where Dale Brendan Hyde, the author from Wakefield, tells a story where Paul Sykes got knocked out by a lad who was just there at a bar one day. He looked at him. He thought, Sykes was always bullying people, going up and going bang, just knocking people out and punching him in the pub, and the lad was quite big. But he couldn't have beat Sykes, he didn't have the skills. But he was one of them who would fight anyone. He said, he'd fight you 10 times in a row, bro. You beat him 10 times, he'd fight you 10 times. He'd hold the bottle. I feel like Terry Dick, one of them fucking hit you with an axe or something. So anyway, the lad just went, woof, hit him in the face, broke his jaw, this bar stool. Remember the little bar stools he used to have? It was like, no, you can get a longish one, or you can get the little one. Picked down and smashed him in the face with it because he knew he couldn't beat him. He said, but I wasn't going to be bullied. He battered him and jumped all over and broke his leg. I think he broke his jaw and his leg. So he went into hospital. Anyone look what happened to me in that house? I came out looking for the people who did it. But look what happened to him. He went to hospital, come out and never went back to that area. I can't remember the lad's name, but Dale mentions his name. He says, say it was Tommy Smith. Tommy Smith, when I went back, he just kept going back and back and back, and you just fucking shot him. You double barreled him. And I spoke to another lad from Wakefield, who was a lad come to see me, showing him he's a training instructor, and he trained with he went to school with what do you call him, from Manchester, the boxer. Ricky, what's he called? Ricky, I can't. Hitman Ricky, I can't remember his name now. He went to school with him and he trained with him, and he's a fitness coach now. He's like a doctor. He's coming to give you some injections, like to get me bloods up. He's going to take me bloods, and he's going to take my chest, my liver, kidneys, and do it all properly. As a place where he sends it all off. What he does is he grows food on these allotments, and he makes all these special. And he goes abroad to these countries where you get special plants and stuff, and he makes herbal stuff and things like that. He's into all that, like Tibetan monk stuff. Really intelligent lad. He's a really nice lad. But he said, I seen him talking to Tinfoil, and he said the lad he was talking was about 30-year-old Brian. He said he went to fucking school with me. He said, how could he know Sykes when Sykes has been dead since 30 odd years or something? Absolute fucking shite, pretending that he went to see. Then he's got another one, Terry said, because Terry's friends with Billy, I can't remember his fucking name, Billy. What the fuck to call him? Just been talking about him. Then from Leeds, he was a gypsy traveller boxer, middleweight. I can't remember his fucking name now. I keep forgetting the names of the boxers. And Ricky Hatton, that's him, yeah. The other lad fought for the British heavyweight, he said, middleweight title. And I had a fight with a lot of people in the club that night. There was a lot of travellers down to watch it. I was in Revel's Bar in Redcar, and I knocked out 5 doormen in there, 4 or 5 doormen. I think it was 2 lads in that club. I can't remember the fucking name of it now. For fuck's sake, don't get in. All in the chat, everyone, hope you're okay. Yeah, Freedom looks in the chat, Cartman. Emma Cockerill, you alright? I've just seen it 2 minutes ago. She is. The only way is crazy media. We see Freedom as usual. Over the jumps in Perth, smashed it. HTP, Wolverhampton, Brian. Cartman, you hope you're okay. Phil Summer. Can't again, that's Brian, I sent it. Emma, no problem, mate. Emma, blah, blah, blah. Twitch T Brisket 78. Ricky Hatton, you're 100% spot on. It's got his name in my head. It's not Ricky Hatton, what's he's fucking called? He fought for the title. He was a traveller from Leeds way. I was on about him the other night, I can't think of his name. Peter the box at the bottom again. Rock's back in the house. I just said he's okay. We've missed you, Rock. Everyone's okay in the house. Everyone's happy again. Everyone's need a cuppa too stressed. Peter the box need a cuppa. I'm too stressed. Stop fucking being stressed. You only make it yourself. Who makes you stressed? Yourself. No one can make you stressed unless you do it yourself. It's your own brain tells you what your body to do, and your body tells your brain what to do. So if you can get them both in sync, not like a fucking kitchen sink, which is balanced together, the body telling the mind telling the body what to do, and the body doing what it's told to do, you're right. But if your mind's sitting there going, what if she said, he said, she said, he said, she said, he said, well, let me tell you now, 97% of what you're thinking doesn't happen, only 3%. So why the fuck would you worry over 3%? At 3%, you can make yourself really, yeah, but what if it really does happen? What if this happened? If he did that, then if he come to here, oh yeah, forget about it now. 20 minutes later, yeah, but what if he said, she said, he said, what if he said that and he went to where? Well, forget about it, and you go back to down, try to sleep more. Yeah, but what about, for fuck's sake, man? How many times are you going to go through the permutations until you get it right? If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So what? What if it does happen? What's the point of worrying over 3% or something? Well, you're making it to 100% or 1,000%. You make yourself ill, mentally ill, because you're going, yeah, no, I could be true, but I could be wrong. You know that. Well, do you know all them other times when I was on the crack? All them 650,556 million times I thought there was somebody outside. Well, I was wrong then, but this time I'm right. It's fucking insanity. You're looking out windows. You're looking out windows, and you're looking and show somebody in my car, and you get out the next day, it's your headrest. You look at your own headrest and make it starts forming into a fucking head because you've been on coke for 3 days, or diazepam or whatever drug you're taking, and your mind's altered because that's what they do. They alter your persona of your way you think. So you look at something, instead of it looking square, it looks round. You can look at something round and make it go round. You can look at something square and make it go triangle. Your mind can trick your eyes to see things you don't even exist. They exist in your brain because you think of them, but that's your paranoia. It's what your paranoia complex has done into, because you've taken that many drugs, you've got no food in your body, you've got no water in your body, so your body starts going into fucking overdrive. It's fucking panicking, stressing itself out. Your hormones go through the roof, so then you start going, I'm going to have a panic attack, I'm going to have a panic attack. Because you're saying it, and your brain tells your body what to do, you start having a panic attack because your brain's been telling your body for the last 5-6 hours, I'm going to have a panic attack, I'm going to have a panic attack. So you've set yourself up for the panic attack. So the brain then makes your body have the panic attack, but you can't stop it then because it's like pushing a row of dominoes, big load of dominoes. Once you push one, the lock go all the way around. You see them go like that, the whole lock go, and that's what it's like. Once you get the panic attack, you've got to go through it. But what happens to panic attack? You've got to try and breathe. But try and breathe, because what you're doing is you're breathing too fast and your oxygen goes back to front. So you're breathing out carbon, you're breathing in carbon dioxide, and you're breathing out pure oxygen. So you're autistic man. Thank you very much, brother. Love you all the world. Just thinking about you yesterday, and then you popped up last night again. Twice I've seen you in 2 days now. I haven't seen you for ages. You have to get over and see us. We've missed you. So if you start thinking about something that's going to happen, you set a chain of reaction. It's like people say, if you throw a stone in the river and in the water, there's a reaction because all the ripples go start going over there. So the stone then goes in the sea and the ripples create, and then it goes towards there and it goes something else and something else, something else. So once you start that chain of reaction, like a volcano going off, once that volcano goes off, it's called the pyroclastics, where you get all the fire coming down and the lava coming down. So then once that comes up, it just blows, and that's what a panic attack's like. You have a panic attack, but it feels like a heart attack because you don't know what a panic attack is until you have them. First time I ever had one was about 30 years ago. I was on the coke for days, or crack, sorry. I was coming down in tablets. So if you're on crack, your high as a kite. So if you take, like, I was taking these tablets, were really strong to bring you down. They were called wobbly eggs. They were green ones and yellow ones. I think they were 10 mil and 30 mil, or 10 mil and 20 mil and 30 mil. And people used to draw them up, heat them on a spoon, squeeze out the liquid, but like a dark brown liquid, like sauce, HP sauce, but like thicker, dead congealing thick. They draw it out and then stick it in the leg, maybe in the groin they do, or the toes. Most of the dancers in Paris, so the can girls, nearly every single one of them are on heroin. They put it between the toes or near the groin, so they can't see the marks. And they have to be at a certain, they're 6 foot tall, 6'2". You have to be about 8 stone or something. They'll get on the scales if they're overweight, sacked. You have so many days to get it off. If you don't, you get the sack. That's what it's like. The pressure on them women is disgusting, what they're doing. And they turn them into junkies because some of them end up taking more and then they get hooked on the drugs. But they take it to stop you eating. There's heroin, if you take heroin, it stops you eating, and that's why they do it. Keeps the body thin, and they take speed as well, another form, another drug, but keeps you going for you can dance better and stuff. So yeah, they get protein drinks for now. Yeah, get protein drinks, mate. You go on, there's loads of shops you can go into now where you can go to places it's cheaper to actually go to Morrison's and places like Tesco's and Asda to get your protein drinks. They're actually cheaper than what the sports shops are. They really are cheaper. You go and you'll pay something like £10 for 500 grams. 500 grams will last you 6 months of creatine. You don't need 5 grams of creatine a day. So sometimes Morrison's, you think how many Morrison's is? You think for every £5 in Britain, Tesco's got £1. That is some fucking franchise, that isn't it? For every single fiver, they get a £1. That is unbelievable. That's no other place in the world makes that much money. 67 on, don't forget push the like button. So when you have this panic attack and you're on the floor and you think you're having a heart attack because you've never had it before, and it's so scary and frightening, it's horrible. But what you can do, you don't have to be a brown paper bag. That's just old hat. If it's just even like when you go to the chemist and you get a bag and it's a white bag, as long as you can breathe into it. So you breathe in, then push out, breathe in, push out, and then what happens then? The breath goes back to normal. So because you're doing that fast, your breathing goes the other way around. So you breathe it in the carbon dioxide, which you should be breathing. So you breathe in blue blood, and you breathe out red blood. The blue blood is the oxygen, and the carbon dioxide is the dead blood going out of your body. But it's not blood; it's the oxygen in your lungs. So you breathe in, and your capillaries in your chest, they take the oxygen in, they put it into your lungs. But if they don't get that oxygen there or to the brain for so long, you have a panic attack because the brain's not getting the oxygen. It thinks it's having a heart attack or a stroke, and it just shuts down. So you have a panic attack. So if you breathe into a bag and breathe, but in the end, I've started learning now. I feel I'm going to have a panic attack here. So I say, right, you're going to have a panic attack, but calm down, get the bag. You always have the bag in your bedroom, so that and just sit there and go, right, I want to calm down and we'll be out. And in the end, I didn't need music. I was just knowing, I just started to learn and go. I started breathing like that, and I started learning without using this paper bag and all that. But that's what people give you on aeroplanes and stuff when people have panic attacks. First thing they give you is a bag to breathe into to stop you panicking, because you're breathing, the oxygen starts going into the bag. So if you're breathing into there, the oxygen's still in the bag. You breathe the oxygen back in your lungs, and that's how you bring your body back round. It's lack of oxygen. But paranoia is when you're sitting thinking about something. You start manifesting in your brain, you go, that I robbed that shop the other week, what if they come tonight, the cops with me, they'd be on the gear, smoking crack, lines of coke, whatever. What's that noise? It'll be this much, look. Be that, and in your head it'll be like that. It'll be 50 times loud, and you'll drop something like a knife, so you're eating something to eat, and it's just like, whoa! You'll jump out your fucking skin. Honest to God, it's fucking horrible. No matter how tough you are and big you are, we've all got the same 3.5 pound marble in our head, which is our computer, which is the brain. We've all got that, but it's the most complex computer that's ever been divided. The human body is the most complex machine in the whole world. No one's ever going to make a machine better than a human body, the way the Lord Jesus Christ has made us. No one's going to make that machine. So, but like anything, if you keep using the machine and you're not putting petrol in it, you're not putting oil in it, you're not putting water in it, you're not putting food in it, so you sat there, so your paranoia goes through the roof because you've got no food in your body. Then you start hallucinating because you've got no water in your body. When you're dehydrated, you start to hallucinate, and then you get an auditory hallucination in your ear. You'll hear somebody. It might be your mum saying, "Where's that thing, son?" And you'll hear your mum might have said it to you. Your mum's probably said that. "Where's that such and such?" And then you'll hear a noise, but it's in your own mind. You can hear your mum talking, or you can hear somebody else. Or you can hear like a bang noise, and you'll make a bang in there. Please tell the door. Might have just been. You might have just knocked your hands on there like that, and in your head you can hear bang, bang, bang. Police, because you've heard that many fucking stuff. I have fucking response. I usually had fucking blue lights and helicopter fucking things turning around fucking blades. But everyone gets paranoia. Everyone has panic attacks. Everyone gets depression. It's how you deal with it. And you can just if you keep going on the drugs, you'll just keep getting the paranoia. That's what I did. I stopped 5 years. On the 22nd of September this year, I've been off it for 5 full years. I've never even had it. I've had it in my hand. I went off, people see there's a gram there. At the wedding, somebody come up and give me like about an 8 hour. No fucking gear. And that ass wipe, the fake author was going, "Oh, we just have a bit. You can't live like a monk." And he was sitting there, and he was sitting with me. And it was Lee Duffy's song, "The Hole in the Moon," we used to like, but it wasn't his favourite song. The favourite song was "Bat Out of Hell" with Carol Edwards, who was his partner. He used to have that song. That was our favourite song because he was a biker chick, and he met there. Lee, and he used to go with the bikers and sit in the biker place with Carol. No one used to bother him or bother Carol. Carol was a lovely lady. People feel so sorry for her family, worse than my own family for Carol, because she's just a woman who's fucking 60-odd-year-old, coming up 61, I think she is. And you can tell she's had the stress has made her bad. You can see by looking at her, she's not well. And I can tell them when days she's down, and you feel sorry for people like that, because when you speak to Carol was the first of us, because we thought, when we were telling Peter our story about the Tin Man, we thought we sounded insane. But when we started telling her, and she started telling us, and one of our church leaders was there, and he says, "You're not insane. I understand now." He said, "Because this is the second person, you and Brian and Bobby, I know this person, and everything you said, you've only just met this person today. So therefore, you haven't got together to do it. Everything she's saying, the Carol said, was the same things we were getting. I'll bum your dog, I'll rape you this, I'll rape that, I'll do this, I'll shoot your son, I'll stab your son, I'll bet in your house, all the fucking same type of MOs. And the same trolling non-stop. It's like 10, 15, 20, 30 trolls, like people on there with his little gang. But the little gang now, that even his little gang now, are all dissipating now. They all seem to be getting away. They all realise it's him who's the fucking problem. It's him. And somebody said the other week, how can all these people from all over the country be wrong and him be right? So if you looked in the mirror tonight and you had trouble from about 400 people, you couldn't. A normal rational person can't be fucking 400 people wrong and just mate. I'm the one who's wrong. I need to go and see a doctor. That's what I would do. You can't, when you start saying it's all of them and every one of them are all lying about me, that's insanity. That means you're insane because it's you, the Napoleon syndrome it's called. You think people are subjects and you think you're a general and a horse walking up with the horse. You do this, you do that, as if the generals, and that's what they call narcissistic personality disorder. And they're the hardest people in the world to live with, and they're the hardest people in the world to try and have rational thoughts because they really think they've got delusion of pure grandeur. They sit there thinking there's someone else and they become different characters. We've seen this person with all the different multiple personality disorders, and one of them, Terry Dicko said he's got his, Dale Brendan said he's texting me at hours in the morning, I mean like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, with these multi-personality disorders and changing these multi-personality disorders. And Terry said the same. You've got multi-personality disorders. So when them so-called IRA supposed to went for him, he had a mental breakdown, and he supposed to went in the hospital and said, since I've stopped drinking, I'm going on the 12 steps. He never went on the 12 steps. That was all lies. That was all lies again. So he never went on them. So he said, since I've been going and stopped drinking, he said, I've stopped for 100 days. And then somebody went, you were only down London 3 weeks ago, calling Brian Cockerill back in the retards and off your head on this, that and the other. How could you have been stopped for 100 days when it's only 21 days ago? So he's absolutely fucking mental. So he came on because he'd been off for 3 weeks. And he come on saying he was all sober. But you could tell he wasn't. You can tell by people, when you've been on drugs like I am, or some of you have, you could look at me tonight and say, Brian, you're fucking full of crack, or you're full of fucking diazepam, or you're full of this. Or your eyes are pinned. It's like when James English, his eyes are pinned to death. He knew straight away he was on fucking heroin. He knew straight away because he'd been on it 7 years himself. He wasn't being horrible to him or anything. He just knew straight away. That was his opinion. But he can't take the opinion. If somebody says to me, tomorrow, I don't like you, sure. I'll say, well, don't come on then. Don't watch it. No one's making you come on my show to watch it. No one's bullying you in any way, shape or form. I'm here to try and help people to give my knowledge about drugs, what I took years ago, because I was paranoid. I was really poor. I was addicted to crack and coke and things for years. So I can't call anyone. But when people are coming on here pretending they're not on it, and they are, I'll tell the truth. I'll say, no, you are on drugs, and that's why you get so much shit. Because when you're normal, you're okay. But as soon as you start taking drugs and alcohol, I mean, he was going down London, drinking these big time Charlie's vodka and Bacardi and brandy and all that. Now, have you noticed, since all these books have gone, no one's buying the books, no one's interested in these books, no one's interested in what he does. He's now drinking Kessel Lager. Kessel Lager, I've been told, is the cheapest lager in the world. You get it, say, you probably need about 40 tins to get drunk. So he's on Kessel Lager from top of the range. Napoleon brandy was taken, like 50, 60 pound bottles of Napoleon brandy. That shows he hasn't got a penny to scratch his ass with. And he was at all these rave clubs and everything before, going in there, the gay clubs in London, as he said. I'm just in the gay clubs with my friends drinking double brandies all night with my friends. And he come up with two young lads with his arms around their neck. Well, that's what he said. Well, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being that. When you've got a kid at home who's getting bullied off his friends and all laughing at you because you're wearing clothes and women's clothes and stuff, you shouldn't put stuff on the internet where people can see it, because that's why people are hammering you. You should keep whatever you do behind closed doors, keep it behind closed doors, then no one's going to be able to say anything about you. The Burger Joint podcast, never heard of it, Freedom. There's been loads. The cat will be okay. Cats, fucking tell the cats are very, 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 very sly. Cats very clever, very sneaky. They're very, very intelligent cats. You look at them, what do? They prey, they'll attack, they're not fucking scared cats of anything. They are really dangerous. Look at the lions. I mean, your biggest cat in the world is your Siberian tiger. He weighs 650 pounds. Siberia is obviously Russia. and they're £650 and they're about 10 foot long to the tail to the head. You've got no chance. They're £650 about fucking, what is it, 600 to £300. You're talking about 50 stone, 50, 60 stone cat with fucking paws 5 times as big as my fucking hands. And you imagine that getting, you've got fucking no chance, no chance. I remember one escaped, I can't remember which zoo it was, I don't know if it was a London zoo or it was abroad. It might have been America, something like that thing. And it escaped, a polar bear out of the enclosure, got out, got on the stuff anyway, it went like that to get the cat. The cat ducked and went woof. So the things come out about 4 inches long, the claws, and just split the polar bear right across the throat, and it just dropped. Stood for about a minute, 30 seconds, and hit the floor.
Burger Joint's got a good channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
Just a burger then and cheese. Tomato, please. Cheese, burger and chips. Yeah, I'll have a look at him later on. I'll just come there. Yeah, there's loads. I know this is running like a tap. I've just got a burger, I was going to say. I've just got one thing. So yeah, getting back to, so the tiger's 800 and 650 pounds. Your second biggest one is, yeah, a lion there about 500 pounds, which is fucking ridiculous. They can bite, the pressure of a bite off a lion is 2,500 psi, which is 2,500 pounds of pressure per square inch. You haven't got a chance. The teeth are fucking as thick as, the teeth are as big as that fucking bottle. You've got no chance that they get you. You bite your whole head clean off. You couldn't do a thing. Then you've got panthers and everything, so they're the most dangerous things on the planet, them cats. Nothing like more dangerous than them. They're just so fast at running as well. But what they've done is, the geneticists, that's a big word, isn't it, Brian? It is a big word, children. So the geneticists, see, and twice I said it without slipping up. I won't say it 3 times. So the geneticists, getting better, have invented cloned a new species. So what they've done, you think I've got mental, like I already am for the mental, I can't get any more mental. They've actually got a lion spliced with a tiger, and if it's a lion male, it's called a tiger. If it's a lion male, it's called a ligra, and if it's a tiger male, it's called a tigler. And have a look at these fuckers. They're 3 times bigger than a 10 foot. They're about 30 foot long. Have a look on your computers now as you're watching me. They're called a tigler and a ligra, and it's been spliced together. And they're the biggest things on the planet. They're like a rhinoceros. And there's a woman lifts up with a bottle, a big, huge bottle, and she's feeding it. She's about 28 feet in the air. And you can see the fucking size of this tiger, although we can see it because the one's got the stripes and the ones have got like a lion's face. They're absolutely massive. Now, they're safe. They got off, and they were in the domain of like the forests. They'd wipe every other species out on the planet because they're that big. They're fucking monstrous. Tiger and a ligra, they spliced them together, fucking monstrous. So what I'm getting at is, don't you think they'll be doing that to us? You know, half human, half fucking. Somewhere I read before that in the next 50 years or so, 200 years, they'll be able to take the eyes out of an eagle's type of eyes and put it into a human, and then put things like DNA out of a cheetah in here, so you can run faster. And I really do believe they're doing super soldiers now. Your super soldier can't be killed, but they can shoot them. I think they've been doing them for years. Get these super soldiers going at different places, brainwashed the fuck. Like maybe put a chip in their head, like a microchip, and make like a human's body, but then controlled by a microchip in a human's head. So that's like a robot, the head, and the humans fucking fighting. I mean, that sounds crazy, but I just don't trust the fuckers because I know they can do anything. If you can think it. White tigers, yeah, very rare, but just like albino white tigers. So you get lions as well like that. Get humans, the same white humans, really white albino ones. I used to like him, the lion man from Africa. And they said he was abusing the lions. I didn't believe that. I thought it was pure fucking rubbish, absolute shit. He absolutely loved the animals. He just loved them, and I liked him as well. From good day there. I used to get the stuff when he got, what was he called? He was fucking mint. He's got a kid and a wife now from Australia, whole of Australia. I'm on him. I had tears in my eye. I thought it was marvellous. I tell you what, he had some bottle in. He used to go and get the snakes and everything and help them and put them. He used to love the animals, didn't he? I can't remember his name now. Steve Irwin was he called? Steve Irwin, I think, yeah. Steve Irwin. He was absolutely beautiful human being, absolutely lovely man. helping people, helping animals. Lovely, lovely person. But his kids do it now. His kid and his wife, they've got their own show. But I love people like that. I hate to see animals being. One of my pet hates in the world is seeing children being hurt, or kids, or women obviously being hurt, and people being bullied. Can't stand fucking bullies, and that daft cunt's going, Brian was a bully, he bullied everyone. No, I didn't bully no one, Jamie. You're the fucking bully, and we've all seen that on the internet with you constantly bullying dead people's families. Like Carol Edwards' husband, fucking, she was with him. He always said to Carol, he said, when he introduced himself, he said, I'm Lee, this is my wife, Carol. He always referred Carol as his wife to everybody. I never knew Carol then. I've got to know her, and she's one of the most wonderful women I've ever met in my life. Her and Emma and my sister, Tina Shaw, all stood up for me. Marie Howarth. The girls are more bottled than the fucking men. I'd rather have the women with me than the fucking men, because the women don't give in. They never give up, and they never tell secrets to women. Where the men, just tell me, mate, Tommy, and Tommy will just tell Johnny, and then the next minute everyone fucking knows about it. But when I was in hospital, when I was in a really bad place, they were coming up to the hospital every day to see me, and little Kev and little even Tinfoil's nephew, thank you, son, for coming to see me, because he put me straight about him as well. Told me he was wrong, the fucking men, the whole family. I have nothing to do with him. And the one he let me out, just to let you know, I've come on behalf of the family, his sister, and his mum, and somebody else has said, he worked for the borough with Manioc. He was a security guard. So I couldn't sign the thing for him because my hand was knackered. He went, I can just get a picture of him. Of course you can, I'll get in here. He said, you sure? Yeah. He was a bit scared. I said, don't be scared, son. You fucking hell. We can choose our friends, but we can't choose our family members. And he said, yeah, you're right. He said, but none of our family agree what he's doing, and we've tried. We've actually begged him to stop it. The mum and the sister and the daughter. Leave them alone. They're doing nothing wrong. They're just helping people. Just leave them alone. And he just still won't. And that's what he said. I've got a dad. I've got a mum. I've got a brother. I've got a sister. I've got kids. So I've got about 12 people he come out with. And I don't give a shit if they drop down dead tomorrow. That's because they all fucked him off. And that gives it away, that. I mean, my dogs, I love my dogs, but I'd rather have my dogs than fucking my dad drive my dad back than I had a dog. If he said you can have a scrap with your dad, you're going to pick your dad all day long because he's a human and the other one's a dog. But the thing is with him, he said, I'd rather have my dog than any. I'd be more upset about my dog dying than any family members. That's because they've all turned on you. That's why. That's because none of them want to know you. Got stung by a jellyfish. He did. It wasn't actually a sting. It went through him. I think the spiky bit of the jellyfish went through and pierced his heart. That's what happened to him. And it's 1 in a million. It could happen to 1 in a million people. Only greasy, laugh out loud. The panthers are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They're in the forests of Brazil, places like that. They're absolutely beautiful. They're not massive, but as big as bigger than a Labrador, but they're strong, really fast. Panther. There's a panther and there's cougars as well. They're lions. There was one comes on here, a man and woman. It was a cougar, I think, or a mountain lion. I think it's the same thing. Some parts are called mountain lions, some parts are called cougars. And it actually killed the bull terrier, what they owned. And they come on, they were crying because when they see Eli, it gives them happiness when they see Eli. So we always keep putting pictures on for these people from America. They love Eli because he's seen him since he was a baby, because their pet bull terrier was killed by a mountain lion. See, they killed it and ate it. Must have been horrific for them to go through. So we always contact them. Anyone we talk to, Albert, I don't know if I think that's him. I might not be wrong, but I don't know. Yeah, autistic man nightmare, the special indeed love animals for that matter. Yeah, they're so intelligent as well. They look at things where dogs will just cats will go. No, you're getting that wrong. Fuck that. Go around the fence. We're doing that with their Dobermans. Are so intelligent. They're fucking miles ahead of all the other dogs. They had Alsatians in Germany. And it was it Germany? No, in France. Sorry, I'm wrong. So it was Germany, France, German Shepherds and Dobermans. So the Dobermans could run about 35 miles an hour. They're the fastest dogs apart from them. I think there's prairie dogs who can do a bit more. So the Alsatian can do about 30 miles an hour. I think the wolf one, he can do about 33. And they grow about 33 inches. So these fucking Alsatians, what they were doing, they were jumping over the fence and going like police dogs, jumping over the fence and chased them across the field. The Dobermans sat there watching. You can see the intelligence in the Doberman. Sat there watching. Then they didn't jump over the fence, they went round the fence across. They ran across the field like that, group of that time went down the fence like that. So when they're looking back, the people at them, where are they? They're only waiting for them at the fucking other end, behind the fucking fence, and jumped on the end of the dummies on the body stuff on, where they grabbed them and ripped them to pieces. They were ripping fuck out of them. So he said that's how intelligent the Domans were, and they could run 30 odd mile an hour. So he said we're waiting for us behind the fences. Instead of going over the fence, they were going around it. So there's different with it, animals, but cats are like that. They're really intelligent. They work things out very, very quick. They're really intelligent. Yeah, I love animals. I love watching animal programs and jaguars and things like that. But you see something, you feel sorry for it getting eaten. And when I didn't realise, I used to see the men shooting all the kangaroos, like, you horrible bastard, I'll punch your face and I've got you in them, killing them animals. And when I listened to the documentary properly, he said we have to kill so many thousands every year, or they might kill 2,000 a year kangaroos, because to save another 60,000. But if they don't kill them, they'll eat all the food. And that's what's happening with immigrants coming to the country. There's that many people coming now. It's just in swamp. It's happening with the animals. It's swamps. There's that many animals. You have to kill them. I'm not saying to kill the immigrants. I'm just saying the same type of things happening with people as it's happening with animals. So it's like with the fish. People are just eating all the fish. So there's no fish left for certain other animals. Every day in the ocean, there's different animals dying out with extinction because the men are eating too much. Where, like the old Indians years ago, they would have a buffalo. Katonka, they were called. The Katonka, the buffalo. They would only kill so many, enough to survive the winter. And then they'd leave for next year, there'd be more Katonka. And for us, we came on with Buffalo Bill and they would shoot thousands of them just to send them for fairs back to Europe to meet rich people, fair courts and stuff. So they fucking killed nearly all the buffalo out for the madness about what they do. Yeah, they were dangerous. Hit the like buttons. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. I'm smiling. It's been about 80 people on tonight up tonight. It's getting bigger, the channel, every day. There's more and more people coming on as the taxman knows his stories. He knows what he's talking about. And I never forget nothing. Terry said today, he said, one thing about you, Brian, I've known you for 30 odd years. I've never heard you tell any fucking lies or stories. Every time when you've had fights with them, he said, even lead up for you need to lock me out. Well, anyone wouldn't say that. They'd just say, oh yeah, easy Pete. You tell the truth and you look better. When you start telling lies and you start slipping, well, mate, you've changed the story from that one to that one, then you look like a fool. And that's what that daft cunt does. He keeps changing the stories in different versions. And everyone keeps looking at him, but no one knows behind the books. Ricky, I need to have him. Fucking hell. Maybe he had his name there. The boxer. Shit. Henry Wharton, no interview with him. No interview with him whatsoever, I've been told. Billy is his brother. Billy's his best friend's relation who trained him to got him to train for the British heavyweight, British middleweight title. It was him who got him there to do it, and he's trained him all his life. So he said, "I don't think they'll be having that to do with him. I can't stand bullies." And somebody like that won't have them their corner or their stable, because it just ruins it's like Manu. He's at Rashford today whinging about people. Now let's get this right, Mr. Rashford, right? You're on £375,000 fucking pound a week, right? And that's what you get to pay. You went to a fucking do, right, where you're supposed to play football on the night, and you pretended that you were poorly at home. You went to fucking Belfast, and you stayed out for the 2 nights there, got mortal drunk off your head, whatever you were doing, getting mortal drunk, and pretended to every fucker the reason why he couldn't play is because he was fucking poorly. He pretended his own things. So if that was a work, like a doctor at a hospital who took the night off and pretended he was somewhere else and somebody died or something, he'd get the sack. You now were whinging because people are whinging about you. People work hard. 275, I think it's 275, £300,000 a week he's on. Yeah, it's £300,000 a week. He got fined £600,000, £300,000 a week. And you've scored 4 goals all season. I think it's 4 goals. I think in the Premiership all season, 8 goals. You're there to do a job, put the ball in the back of the net, not there to call people names and slag people, call people on the internet. It's the same as the other ones. The manager's the boss. He's the manager in the shop. If you worked in Tesco's, the manager said, right, put them beans down at 15 pence a tin. You put them up to 16 or something. I'll put 20 pence. You get the sack. You have to do as you're fucking told. So he's on 600, so that's £1.2 million a month he's getting. and he can't even fucking come to work and do his job. They only train 90 minutes. They only train about 60 minutes, 90 minutes a day. What Frank said. An hour and a half a day they train. That's it. He said so. Too lazy to come to work. But then once paid, so he got sacked. He got money taken off him, which was 2 weeks' wages, £600,000. Oh, you could open a school for disabled kids for something like that. Got a fake ice cream. How do you know it's fake? The plastic or something. Ben and Jerry's. I don't get Ben and Jerry's, are too dear, so I'll get the Tesco's one, or I'll go to Aldi's. You know, Aldi's is brilliant. They've got one in there, and it's a fruit cocktail. It's the best ice cream I've ever tasted in my life. Tutti frutti ice cream out of this world with the cherries in and stuff. I've got 3. I said, "Oh, Bobby, get some of that." You only get a full tub. I put the full tub on his knees and went, "Oh, I thought you meant 1.5 tubs each." I went, "You're fucking joking." He's so greedy, he is, honest. So instead of getting like 4 or 5 spoonfuls and eat it with a teaspoon, he sat there with a full tub, a family tub, about a kilo of ice cream. I was looking at him, and he's just had burger and chips, and he's had a full kilo of ice cream. And then the other half tub, it was going melting. He said, "Might as well eat that as well." No, might not. I went, "Go and eat it then." Yeah, that as well. 2 litres of fucking ice cream and a fucking massive fucking. I give him my burger. It was horrible. Give my burger and he had a full double cheeseburger. I only ate a little bit of meat. Can be beat. Flake. I thought he said fake. Sorry, son. Peter the Vox, you need to get a new fucking phone, you, Peter. Flake, yeah, it's flake. I see now. I misread that, yeah. Cadbury's, yeah, nice them flakes. My dad used to work on the ice cream van. He will get, and what he used to do, because he was a bad gambler, he used to sell the ice creams and go and gamble on them, lose. So he'd have to pour water in the thing and mix it and freeze it again and do the ice cream. So they would all be running the ice cream, and all the water coming down the fucking ice cream flakes. You get there's no water coming off it. I'm trying to mix more water with it. Mispranged car. Again, lucky. I've just read out. Martin's just ran the MOT, and I said to her today, I said, "I'm sure it runs out the 25th of March. I haven't been able to drive because my hands have been bad the last month or so. So I've been out and I got caught and I got done. But no, I'm okay. I've got to get it booked in for maybe Tuesday. You're allowed to drive it if you phone them up and tell them you're coming through for an MOT, even if you've got no insurance or anything. You're still allowed to go that day if you book it. So the cops pull you over. They check, you say, "Well, I'm booked in such and such." Then they phone that place up and that'll have, say, "It was booked in yesterday." And then they'll send us whatever they have to send them, like a screenshot or something to say they're booked in yesterday. And that's how you do it. So you don't get done. So you can drive a car with no insurance, but you have to book it into the MOT centre like a day before. And then you go the next day. But if you come back, say, 2 days later, you get pulled. You're going to get done because you're supposed to only go there and go back. So you've got the time to do it. So if it's in there, everything's cameras now. So when you get the chitty, it's stamped. It'll say what time it was in and what time it got stamped. So you can't get away with saying, "Well, I was there 5 hours when you were there an hour or something." It just needs changing. The tyres are all right. Everything's all right. There's nothing wrong with the car. It starts every time. It's perfect. Just drives mint. A super sound. Super sound. I remember getting the what's the car's called? Fucking Back to the Future car, and it wasn't the best one. It was 2.8. It's not a Supra, the one before it. 2.8. Toyota Celica. Yeah, Toyota Celica, just for the like the Bionic manual, the digit. It was like the kit, no Night Rider. It was like that. And used to do it. I remember being off my head on ecstasy. Me and my mate Paddy. We would go around the roundabout. Need a port track. No, before port track, further up. I'm going around then. I'm handbrake braking. It's only rear wheel drive, and it was pouring down. 2 cops were sat like this, watching us going around like that. It went around about 8 times. The handbrake turned in, went up the curb, and went on the other way. Went down the one-way system. Went on to my mate's house. Paddy went on the back. Went through the back way and got the stairs in his house. And when it's Brian now, because he's not here. He's not here. He doesn't want to talk to you. I'm shouting to pretend it was Irish. He's just gone. Where's he gone? It's been They never come in, wouldn't fucking dare, because it was packed with lads in the house. Crackers we used to be. Roseworth shops. Sell Ben and Jerry's. Autistic man. I'll just talk about Roseworth because that idiot's listening. I'm going to think can you remember the Ragworth riots, Autistic man? 1992 was. What had happened? I'd just got out of jail and I'd been and taxed a couple of a lad and lass from that area selling gear. My area was Speedy. Speedy used to do it. I used to give it to women, you give it to people. So Speedy was locked up. So this other lad's selling it in that area, and this last one got him, took her off them, and I got the gear off. They never bullied him or anything, just they used to sell for me, and they would have got it for somebody else being cheeky cunts. So anyway, I took the £1,000 of the gear off them. Anyway, these lads got together, biggish lads, and they got them coming. And I went out the area, I went to Stokesley to see the lads who was in the car with Lee Duffy when he died. Obviously, I know him, I've known him for years. That couldn't keep making lies up about him, couldn't make me shite up. So he didn't even know these people's characters. I was there in the day, so I know firsthand, because it's not like he gets his stories from 30 odd years ago. You'll go in the street and ask people a story. Well, could be making anything up, these people in the street. Unless you were actually there, you can't give a version. He said, well, Tommy told Johnny, and Andy told Sarah, and Sarah told Louise, and that one told Andrew, and she told Justin or whatever, and he's told me. But that could be like 20, 30. You know, with Chinese whispers, people put a little tiny bit on of each story. It just gets massive. But by the time he gets it, it's like that big, and it's like the Rock of Gibraltar by the time he puts his fucking lies in. So I was in there anyway, so I went down. I went to Stokes today, I come back, anyway, I went looking for them. But they'd been going around with their shotgun, and what they're doing, they were shooting a chimney pot in my street, in Rothbury Avenue 29. Then they went into Ragworth, and they were seen with the neighbours in that area for the police. And they were chased. I think they were in a Cosworth at the time. They got away, but they threw the gun out the window, and it went into the garden, which was Kevin Ormsby's, and then there was Darren, and then there was Sean, and then there was Speedy. There was 5 brothers, and Brian, 5 brothers was. So they got it, and then Kevin passed it through the window to Sean passed it to next door, and they passed it next door, and they got it out to over the road. It was a man who was there. He had a white Alsatian and a black one, and he was a traveller, and he had caravans. Big John, they called him, dead now. And his hand was private land is where he was on, so the cops couldn't go in anyway, and I said it wasn't. But it was on that land, but it was just on the grass with a bit of mud on it or something, or a couple of bags or something. But the dogs were back, like, fuck, they never went on there because the kids made them look like they had it on them, they were over the tops. Anyway, they got the kids and they had no on them, so they couldn't prove it. So anyway, when they came back on the night to nick someone, the kids picked, there was a load of kids up, I think there was a wall down or something, and the kids picked all these bricks up and started throwing them at the police. And that's what started the Ragworth riots off. But it was all through me taxing this person in the morning time, about 10 o'clock. And then on the night time, it was just all blue lights right across the road, all blocked off all that road, all the way down to Durham Road was all blocked. You couldn't get across there, and you had to go and give your name and address, and to check your name and address to see where you lived. Speedy lived there. It's now changed to Primrose. But Speedy lived there. He lived on the corner. He went into Ragworth. I used to go there to the Chinese. The Chinese was a lovely little Chinese man. I used to get the Chinese from there. And then you turn left again, and Speedy lived down there. You went down the road, and then round the corner, there was 4 big houses there, council houses. And Speedy lived on the one in the corner, right in the very end. He lived there. Yeah. Go to Speedy's house every fucking day, nearly. I'd be at my house every day around the corner. We'd taxing people every fucking way. So some was Brighton, RS 500 worth. Cost worth, Brighton with 9,000 miles. Sale ready for 35. You'll get that. Yeah. I seen one go at the auctions. It was the same as mine, the 92 plate. But mine was, the only thing is if they're chipped up, you don't get as much. If they're not chipped, you get a lot more money, because when you chip them up, the engine doesn't last as long. People don't like them. But I've seen one at Matthews on the television programme. It was the exact same red as mine. It was a 92 plate. It was a white one, the same as mine. And the very first one I got was off Terry Pierce, who was a car dealer. And it was nearly £7,000 here for 6,750, I think it was. And I went down Port Trafford Lane, and it was on the left-hand side. It was 911 Porsches on top of the range, fucking cars like 40, 50, 30 grand, 20 grand. So anyway, the Cosworth was 6,500 or 7 grand then. So I'm going down, there's one in there. I was in a, what was it? I was in a 635 BMW, silver one. It was nice. So I pulled in. He went, hey mate, he said, you Brian Cockerill? I went, yeah. I said, how much was that going for? He went, there. I was on for 7. You could have for 6,750, I think he said. I said, oh, let's have a look. So anyway, I goes in, he said, so he's telling me none of the story coming. He got 2 books off me when I did that Resurrection of Brian Cockerill one. No, not that one, sorry, the Taxman of Teesside. Come in, he stayed about 3 hours talking. We had a great laugh with him. I said, what it was, and I said, I should be so soon as I seen him. He said, he walked in, it was like I was stood like this, and then all of a sudden it went dark behind me. So everything went dark out. He said, well, I looked around, he stood there like a fucking giant. He said, he's going to tax me straight away. He's going to tax me because he's going to take it off me. So anyway, he came. I said, what do you want for that then? He said, blah 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 blah. I said, oh, you got a coffee? So he gave me a coffee. So he said, I'm still thinking he's going to tax me. So I pulls out the money. I had about 7 grand on it, I think. So I think I'd only seen it, and that's why I went back, got 7 grand. So goes in the back in the shop. I said, well, there's the money. Dropped 50 quid off it for petrol. He anyway, give me it for 6. I think it was 6 or something. I can't remember the exact price. It was close to 6.5 grand, I think. So I give him the money. He went, I'm counting the money out. And he said, I'm counting it. He said, I'm going to get taxed. He's going to tax, put the money on the table. Put 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Look around, 5,000. So I thought he was going to go, give us the keys. So he said, give us the keys. So I got the keys off. Started to go back. Did I have a driver? And yeah, go on then. So I drove off down the road. I left my money there with him. Drove around the corner, come back, and yeah, I'll have that. I'll have it. And he came up to me and he said, I thought this was it. He's just going to grab the money off, saying you're taxed. And he went, you've got a drink and chocolate? He went, yeah, I've got a machine. I drink chocolate and coffee. He went, thank fuck for that. And he went over, he put a pound in each one, I think it was. I think a young lad got up for us, to tell you the truth. I'll give it to him. And he gave us 2 drink chocolate. He drank that. And I said, to you, Terry, thanks very much, mate. And he said, oh, you had more tea and that shit. And you had a logbook, so all that shit. So he sent it off, he said. So anyway, I jumped in the car, I went to my mum's and oh, it's nice. He said, the only thing is though, it's a 2-wheeler. He said, so they're really dangerous. So later on, Bam Bam was right because they had a 4-wheeler. So I'm driving along the fucking road. And driving along the road. And we're going down Durham Road. Now Durham Road's old-fashioned road. It's one of the oldest roads in England. It's a massive road goes all the way to Durham, that's why it's called Durham Road. And it goes to the prison where the women go to prison. I can't remember the name of the gym now, where the women go up that way. So anyway, I'm in. Don't forget, push the like buttons, guys. 65 on, I really appreciate it. And I've lost Terry anyway. So there's a nice car. So I'm driving this little Colin I. Colin I's son was the assistant mayor a couple of years ago. He was the assistant mayor of Middlesbrough, great lad. So I'm driving along with Sean Days behind me. He went beep, 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 because we used to work with Sean a lot then. We used to buy and selling cars and stuff. I'm going along the road. He went, oh, that's nice. He said, where are you going? I said, I'm going over to Cockerill, which is Winniebags, where Colin's from. So Sean said, I'm going to go back over home anyway, because he lived at West Lane. So I'm driving this thing, showing off, being a clever cunt. Put my foot down, flying down this road, Durham Road. I come around the bend. And on the corner was the pub, I think it's called the Astronaut or something, or the Rocket, or some type of rocket astronaut it's called. So I missed the car by inches, and I didn't come back, because I'm looking back like that. And anyway, I put my foot. And on Durham Road, it's a bend like that. It bends the road like that, really sharp, old-fashioned roads. The bridges are the old road bridges from 1800 or something. So as I've gone round, the buses go there, and what happens with them being like in a bend over, the springs must dip, and you can see spillage on the road where it's fucking diesel spillage. So when you hit the diesel, and the back wheels, I put my foot down to blow them off. And the fucking wheels spun all over. I got it back, corrected it anyway. I got it back, and it pulled me back through. Anyway, I hit this wall, knocked the wall down, the old ran out. And big Bryce knocked the wall on. Get in the fucking pub, he knows he cut himself. Get in the fucking pub, and I screamed at them for witnesses. Anyway, fucking, the next minute, I'm fucking, I've smashed the car up. I went to get the car from there for fucking minivan. So I put it in his garage, and I got it done up. Fucking then, 4 days later, I'm out again. So I'm out with his lads. We dropped the gear off. He's driving the car for me. So I said, go to my mate's house, go and see someone. Got to see someone and give them some ecstasy. Hey, stop it! Goes to give him some ecstasy. Comes out the house, they're gone. So Paddy and Arnold fucked off, not Angus. I'll fucking kill them, because I thought it's too powerful for them. So when he was driving down Portrait Road, where I got it from, I went straight through the fucking wall, where about 200 yards from where I bought the car from 3 or 4 days before. 2 crashes in a week around. They went straight through the wall and wrote the car off. I fucking gutted. So the car was wrote off, and I went to. I had a lad called Polly in Hartlepool. Still got a scrapyard in Hartlepool. I sold it to him, and I think I got $3.5 for it. So anyway, I got it. Anyway, I bought. Then I went to Bam Bam went, just go and buy another one. So I went out and I went and bought another car. We went down towards Harrogate Way, and all loads of people in Harrogate. So it goes down that way, and we were going down. We got to Oxfordshire. It's dead fucking posh, you know where Morse is from. I think it's Morse the TV series. John, I think you have his name off fucking Sweeney. Stop it! Tapping his toenails on the door, fucking annoyed me. So we goes down there the next minute. I said, we're going to get one. It's getting fucking dark up. Anyway, he says, get the newspapers switched on because he was a car dealer. So we get his car, 6,700. Must be all 6,700. So we got there, bam, this looks good, this, you know. So the radio talking, he said, I think you know more about cars than me. He says, can I have a little go on it? He said, yeah. So he drove it down the road. He went, nah, it's fast as fuck. He said, it's blowed mine off the road, that. Mine's chipped. It's not as fast as that. That's fucking, whoever's had that, it's like a brand new engine in it. So I remember going in because when you went in, you went left. Then you went left again. You had to walk these stairs and walk to the top, and then the garage at the top, like a little cabin at the top. So I'm up these stairs. I went, these safe for me on. He went, fucking hell, you're a big lad, aren't you? I went, oh yeah. Then we were there, and he said there, 6,700. Bam Bam went like heads or tails, and he went. So he spun the coin in the air at him. Bam Bam went, tails never fails. It was fucking heads, wasn't it? Fucking had to pay another £2,000, 200 quid. So it cost me 6,700. But when we took it home, we were racing each other. I couldn't keep up with Bam Bam. Like I was doing about 130, he was doing about 160. But I just got into the new car. This was rapid compared to the two-wheeler. I wasn't all over the road. It was glued to the road like glue. It was fucking marvellous. Then I got better and better because I started getting lessons off. The Barebex people have got their own racetrack up there. He said, pretended he was a rally driver. No, I didn't pretend I was a rally driver. I told you. I used to go on my mate's racetrack. It's still there today. Lee Duff used to go. Sean Day used to go. Bam Bam used to go. BJ used to go. Paddy Watson used to go. Fucking hell, was Lord Boots. Steve Boots used to go. We used to all go up there. Roy. What was Roy's name? Roy over the border. He used to go. I can't remember his fucking name now. He was a good lad. We used to all go up there and get lessons. And we also had another driver called Horsley. What was he called? His first name? Adrian Horsley from Redcar. As you go into Warrenby on the left, you go down. There was a big garage there, and he used to do rally driving. He was like an amateur, but he came first in a couple of races, and he came second in a couple of races. Really good driver. He was showing me how to left foot brake it over steer, understeer and shit. Nowhere near as good as him, but I got up there really good at driving. Nowhere near professional. That daft cunt. He pretended he was a rally driver. No, I didn't pretend I was a rally driver. I told the truth, you daft cunt. And you twist everything, you fat little cunt. But I tell you what you are, a pile of shite. You wanted to fight me, and now I'm getting better. You shite yourself hiding up really and cush. Make some noise, why don't you? Yeah, ended up in Aussie. More Caesar had a charge. Are you all right, brother? I was looking for you the other day, mate. We were looking for you. Everyone was looking for you the other day on the chat. Brother lad, is it brother lad? The same one as Emma was looking for you. I'm sure. Couldn't find you to message you. I'm sure it was you we were looking for. I remember the name. John thought that was it, mate. Yes. So we get from there. So we goes back home. Anyway, I goes to Barebex. I went to go there and I give it to them to do. Anyway, I ended up Adrian Horsley did it for me. And Bam Bam, Bam Bam got it anyway. We went down the road from the A19 towards the A19, from the 174 road towards you goes to the A19's on your left when you're coming off. And he went down there. We were doing 170 in the Cosworth, fucking flying machine it was. And that was the best one I ever had. The white two. It was a 1992 plate. But then I bought another one. I got another one that was called this as a magenta red one. I taxed another magenta red one off someone. I had a white one. Then I got another white one, which I bought, and then I got the what's it called, for fuck's sake, Moonstone Blue one. I didn't like that. I only had it about 6 weeks and I sold it. And then I got another one called Graphite Grey. That was the best car ever. It was fucking beautiful. Pure graphite colour. It was beautiful. The wheels were brilliant. I've got the TSW tyres. I've got the Shokani shockers. People know what I'm talking about when they're the positive experts. Shokani shockers, just when you go over the bumps and stuff. And I tell you what, with the nightmare, I've done a few on here still with the car. You need to change your pads to carbon pads from normal pads, because you'll set your pads alight if you go fast on them. I was doing 160 and the smoke was coming. I was braking because you're doing 160 and somebody on a bike. Within seconds you're on top of them, so you're braking. You could see the smoke coming off. What the fuck? I thought it was steam. I thought I blew the head gasket. Pulled over the lights. I was near the Middlesbrough, and it was the traffic lights. Anyway, I got out and fucking they were people beat me like fuck. I looked and it was fucking, they were on fucking fire nearly, so I had to drive to a garage, and the man said you need carbon pads, because you need carbon pads and brake carbon pads for it, because you're going that fast. It's the frictions that makes it red hot and sets them alight. Couldn't believe it. It fucking stunk, they did as well. So then I went and got these TSW tyres from America, very first time to come over. But they were brilliant tyres, but I got the Yokohama tyres. They were brilliant tyres, but in the wet, they were great. But in the dry, they were great, but in the wet, they were a fucking nightmare. So anyway, I'm out, and I'm getting chased. What happened is, I got rid of the car because I was sick of the Cosworths. Then I got a 3 Series BMW, a Moonstone blue one, fucking beautiful, 150 mile an hour rocket. Then I got a fucking 928 Porsche with a flip up light. It was a green colour. Push these buttons and the lights used to flip up. It was fucking beautiful, like a big massive fish tank at the back of it. Well, beautiful car. Did 150 mile an hour standard, no chips in it, nothing. Cost a fortune. It was probably a tenner for fucking 8 miles or something to drive. It was a fortune in fuel. And then I just had loads of different cars. They had that many cars over the years, unbelievable. It was Uzi Troopers, I had 2 of them. I've had every fucking thing. Cherokee Jeep was shite. I had to drive like that and it couldn't get my neck down. My head was touching the ceiling in the Cherokee Jeep. I had a fucking Land Rover. I had a fucking, it's fucking loads. That's a Supra, 3-litre Supra with shite. The brakes were crap on the Supras. Absolute shit brakes all over the place. Car spinning, rubbish. Didn't handle at all. I had another one, a Japanese one, Toyota Celica I got, but it was a Toyota Celica convertible, and I couldn't believe it. All the other ones I had, like the Saab convertible 993, you just push the button and everything, all the roof come down and everything. But this one, you have to manually take the fucking plastic, the leather hood down and pop it around with buttons, and you had to pull the bit over the side. What a fucking carry on this is with this. The other one, you just sat there and go, the roof goes back and forward and comes back. The one I've got now is a convertible where it comes back and forth, the Astra. They're really good cars for when nipping about. I've had fucking loads of cars over the years, loads and loads. I've had Saabs. I've had 2 Audi Quattros I've had, and I've had an Audi A4. They're brilliant cars, them. Brilliant to drive. No, they never had to go the Subaru. My mate had one, but another Subaru were like ridiculously fast. And I'm one of them, and once I put my foot down, I'll just keep blasting it. I thought, I'm not getting one of them, I'll get fucking banned for life. And that's why I got trouble off the cars. There was never ever other serious things like shooting and kidnapping and things like armed robberies, because you can always manipulate juries and stuff and pay people off. But when you get them with the cars and they get you going by and they take your picture, you're fucked. And that's why I went to jail for driving offences. But I had some fucking fun. I took Emma out and Tony Stubbs once, going down the back lane and fucking Gisborough, flying through the fucking in the dark. And what I used to do, I used to have a cut out switch for my petrol and a cut out switch for the red lights at the back, so I could cut them out instead of braking. When you brake, your lights come on. So when I used to brake, the lights wouldn't come on, so they couldn't see where I was. Going down them country roads, and they can't see your brake coming on, they can't follow you. I took the piss. I used to go, I'd be driving like this, the cops would go past me that side there, look. They'll go there and they'd indicate right to go that way. So I'd indicate left. So I'd go to the left, and then when they went on that way, I'd spin around like that quick and go right. So by the time they come right all the way back round and back up, they thought, he's gone left, go left, and go left. By the time they go right down there, I'm fucking 20 miles the other way gone, because you're doing like 150 mile an hour, something in fucking seconds. And their cars only did about fucking hell, 1:30 at the max. When I had to take the ages to get up. So I'm getting chased from, I attacked somebody in Bradford, took a car off him in Bradford. It was a Q Reg, Cosworth. And he'd been slagging me and called me. So the lad had one of these old fashioned, them places where you used to put a cassette in, poof, like that. And then you'd have a record player on the top, you lift it up, dead old fashioned. So he's recording him, calling me, saying, "Oh, Cockerill's, I'm a Leo," he said, "I'm a lion," he said, I'm a leader, this lad. And he was saying Duffy. I offered Duffy out in the back street, and he offered Cockerill in the back garden, and both shit themselves. He says, "So they do it, I tell them I run Teesside." So I didn't believe that lad. I thought, "I went to my fucking house." So what happened, this lad got me Porsche off me, no, just run a bit. Got my Porsche off me, the 928, and he said, "I'll sell that for you. I'll get you I paid 400 quid for it, I think." And he said, "I'll get you 51 for it, 52. He was going to try and sell it and bump me. So he'd already bumped my mate. One lad he bumped for about 100 grand with the cars, and the lad hanged himself from Skipton. He's a low life cunt, what he done. So he tried to bump my mate Chino. So anyway, I went looking for him. My mate Chino gave him a 7 grand watch for £1,000, and he never paid him. So I went looking for him, and Harrogate, and found him at least. It's easy to find people in Harrogate, it's so easy. So I went to the door. She was only at the door, and they had a Rottweiler, a little baby Rottweiler. She had the girl called Rachel. And I went, "Hey, you need to pay that money." She went, "Hey," started screaming, ran in the house. Anyway, she ran in, and they already phoned the police on me because I took the car off him a week before. I'd already given him a slap in the house because I put the recording on. You could hear him calling me. And all the line that misused it and all this stuff. Anyway, I taxed him the car in Rothbury Avenue in Stockton. I took it off him there. He come to the house. Anyway, he fucking got the police. So I went to there in the Cosworth. It was a Q Reg. A Q Reg, what that means, if you've had a bang, they fix it, but it's put on a Q Reg. You can't put it on the same reg. But what you can do, you can go to Ireland and re-register the car in Ireland, go up there for the week, get the car registered as Irish plates, and come back through into England and change the plates to private plates, and that way it's lost.
I've been talking, but it's just a food order I'm taking off you. Would you like the meatballs?
I don't know why you're even telling me.
Tikka or the other one?
I don't know.
Chops or steak?
Out.
Which one you choose?
Out. I don't know. You get it. Pre-order.
I'm pre-ordering. It was like pre-ordering the kitchen rules, like whether I have to preheat the oven or what.
No, just get
there's
what you
mousse hacker, there's meatballs alferno, which is
these already ordered? Already bought me?
No, they're ready to go in.
Oh, right.
Meatballs alferno.
Yeah, meatballs will do. I
And
think some fucking Italian, I think.
done a few chips with it and a bit of cheese.
You're always offering me chips. I don't like chips.
I was just have a couple.
No, I don't like them. They're too fattening.
Well, not they're the crinkle cut.
Got me abs. You seen me abs come through the night, didn't you?
Ah, shut up, your face.
So what happened is, so we've gone down to see this lad. I won't say his name. You know, it was fucking weird because his name's an Italian name. He run Bradford. He did all the carring in there. Anyway, I've gone through, and I've gone through, and I said, "Look at mate." He had these two big bodybuilders. They're about 6'6", both of them massive. He knew. He said, "Oh, Cockerill's coming out and get his Porsche. Don't let him get it." So what he did, his wife phoned the police and said, "Oh, the car's been stolen off the drive." So anyway, when I got there, so it was Flea, me, and Bam Bam, and we goes to the house. I said, "Them two will last 10 seconds. If you want them to go, I'll let these go." So we'll come in, Brad, we'll talk. I goes in and shook his hand. Goes to the living room. Old, big massive bungalow it was, but it was like old fashioned stuff in there. Talked 30 years ago. Because I do this and do that. He was telling me all the stuff. I said, "Look, mate, I don't care what you do." I said, "That fucking thing is mine." He said, "Well, he told me he was the boss." Then I said, "Yeah, but look at the tape recordings you've sent me." Well, he's fucking called me and that. I said, "He's just a divvy." I said, he said, he's got the police on here. So you need to watch what you do with that car. So I've gone to this lad's house anyway. I got the Porsche. So I got one of the lads to drive the Porsche back for us. So the Porsche is coming back. He said to the lad, "Oh, Brian's been, he took the Porsche off me. I couldn't do nothing about it." But what he done is he phoned the cops. And he said, "Oh, my wife got mixed up." He said, "I've been abroad." He said, "I sold the car to Brian, the Cosworth to Brian. My wife didn't know. She just thought I forgot to tell her I'd sold it. And that's what happened, you see." So that's what we had to do. So when I fucked off with the car, when I took it, he had that plan with me, to say that. So when I got out of the place, it was too late. When I come out of the place, the cops were waiting for us, coming back. So they tried to pull me over. So I booed in this village, and I pulled it over. And I was sitting there, and the BJ said to me, "This is not just for a tug. They're going to fucking arrest you." He said they might get you for top of the car, because obviously he's reported it. Oh, fuck it, anyway, put my foot down, boom, got off. 36-mile chase I got. So we're going down the motorway, it was a bit like, O.J. Simpson, when all the cars are going, the blue lights are in the background, but we were just getting further ahead, because they were already in fucking shit cars. Right down the A98 fly, going about 140, 150, 4 or 5 in the car. Gets into Hartlepool, and I said, one of the lads had the radio, he went, "We should just be getting into Middlesbrough by now." I was already in Hartlepool, the car was already parked up and put away. So anyway, I come back out of the car, and I hid it out of the way, like that. So anyway, the cops coming next to me about the car. He said, "You got the car, this, that, and the other, blah, blah." I said, "No, yeah." I said, "I bought the car off the man and all that." So they've gone to Bradford, interviewed him, and he said the exact same thing. He said, "Oh, I've already got driving the car. Been a misunderstanding. My wife didn't realise I'd sold the car, but I've already got the paperwork." So when I was there, I signed everything when I was with him, and we done a deal like that. And he was a nice man. So he was really. They were up for about £500,000 with a car ringing at the time. Massive claim from Bradford, lovely lad. So I know every cut everywhere. So anyway, the cops chased me in the Cockerill Reg again. Anyway, I got away. I got into the house, so they were going to come in, and they had them say, because I had the scanner on the way, "No, don't go to his house. No, could have anything in there. Just leave it till later." So anyway, they come back the next day, and they come out for a warrant. So I had to go to the police station. I said, "Look," he said, "No, we nearly got you." I said, "Yeah, because my brakes went out of the fucking metal." I was laughing like the copper. They called him Smith, big, tall, skinny one. And the other one was Asian. And he just went, "Oh, do you know in Bradford?" And all that. "Well, I'm not going to fucking say it and tell you, I'm not." He said, "Oh, your name's popping up Bradford all over. Bradford, Peter used my name with the Asian lads and that." He said, "Your name's popping up everywhere, motorbike gangs and stuff, shit." He said, "So, I'm just letting you know." So, anyway, the copper said, "Well, we seen you driving." I said, "You I've seen no one. Where's the photograph of evidence? You can't get a fucking camera in the car at fucking 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was, when I come over Port Clarence Way." I said, "You can't see me driving." I said, "There's no way, Joe, wed against man." I said, "It was fucking pitch black." So anyway, I got off it, and he went, "Why, you can drive like, can you?" I said, "Yeah, I fucking can." He said, "You can drive good as well." I said, "But you know what? My metal's down to the metal, the brakes." And they were laughing. But that Asian lad, I got Nick later on with him. I was out in Redcar, and it was in a restaurant with Emma, and we were having a meal. Talking to Mickey Store, a few other people off the door. And it was a Saturday night, I think it was. I was having a meal. Smiler was with us. He was a pro boxer, semi-pro boxer I used to spar with from Redcar. He won all his fights. Really good, big lad, big Smiler, about 6'6", about 17, 18 stone. And Dickie Dowd used to train him, traveller. So I'm in this restaurant, and this traveller went, I'd love a fight just after my meal. No, I love a fight just before a meal. Well, wait a minute. I love a fight just after a meal. He just finished his food. He had a parmesan. I'm sat there waiting for my food. And Emma would get her food, and I'd get like spaghetti bolognese. Then I'd get a parmesan as well, and have 2 meals. I was eating like fucking thousands of calories. It's about 4,000 or 5,000 calories, and then 2 meals there, you talk probably 10,000 calories. So anyway, a fucking traveller says this and the other. I said, "Leave the kid alone." But like off the Wanderers, the Warriors, sorry, is it? Wanderers. "Leave me alone, only fucking 2 kids. Anyway, what you going to do?" I said, "I'll fucking knock you out. That's what I'll do." So one's already got out the door. So the other one's come, as he'd come at me, I went bang, hit him, dropped him. And I hit the other one, just half slapped him and hit the floor. And he jumped up and went across the road. But the next minute, the police had turned up because I've been screaming, they've been shouting, I've been shouting back and forth. And there, the cops come only around the corner, the cops from where we were at. And the cops turned up at the top. So I go to the bottom, I seen him, I walked dead fast, got to the bottom of the road. Just on the left-hand side, right next to the Olympia gym. And then if you go further down, there used to be the powerhouse. It was also called Manhattan's Rave Club. So I got to the bottom there, there must have been 20 coppers waiting for me. They were all in bands and everything. Anyway, next minute, I went, "Oh, then." So they're like a shape, like a boomerang like that, getting around me like that. So I've gone back to the back of the walls behind me, the Olympia gym wall behind me. They can't get behind me now. So now when you want to play a game for me, oh, you daft cunts, come on, come forward. Every time you come forward, I'll knock one of you out. Come on, big fucking men. And there's a couple of women there. I said, you ladies sit on the wall, because you shouldn't be fucking involved with these idiots. So anyway, this cop come called Shane, they called him. And he went, oh, bro, you come with me. And he said, you won't get in trouble. And this cop was trying to grab me, this Asian one, I just fucking threw him into the car, and he hit the bonnet and slid down the bonnet. So anyway, I was going to try to pull the bonnet off. I couldn't pull it off the bumper. I lost my temper. I was fucking raging anyway. So the cops got in the van, got to got to Gisborough Courts, because to go to the police station in Gisborough, then they took me to the courts because Red Car was getting paid till, I think. So they took me up there anyway. They were counting the money out, and I had $2.5 grand, and not about £2 grand, I think, something like that. And she got up to about 1,700 quid. And I went, shh, did all the money all over the table, like £10 and £20 notes. I went, oh, there's no need for this. Anyway, the cops, so this Asian one's, you're under arrest for assault on a police officer. So anyway, I was nicked for him. So I didn't know all the fucking stuff. He was from the same area. Bradford later on, he told me all this. So this copper gets me done. So I'm at court. So I goes to court and I pleaded. He said, you're going to have to plead guilty to this because it's criminal damage and assault. You might be looking at 6 months a year. So I said, right, fucking hell. No way out of the Craig. He went, no, we can't do it now. We can't bribe the cop. But later on, I could have. We found out he was bent as fuck. So anyway, the police have got me to court. I've got him with Craig Beer. So he said, right, while you were flying with the greatest of ease, because he said, I grabbed him and threw him the full length of a squaddy. He said, a squaddy car. I've had them measured the 16 foot long, the Vectras. 16 foot long. He said, so I know Brian's big and strong, but that's just great. Our language taking the piss. So you're flying through the air like the greatest of ease, like on the trampoline P's, you know, them on the tramp things where it's back and forth, taking the piss. People in the community, people have loads of friends there in the courtroom. Shocker. So this copper, he's giving them. So that was the first time we went up. So then it got put. It was going to go to the magistrate. So I pleaded guilty. So then I pleaded guilty to it. But no, I pleaded. No, I didn't plead. Sorry, I didn't have to plead. I had to wait to see if I had to go to the next court. So anyway, what happened is we had to wait for the plea direction. That was it. So Craig then came down with us. He sat there. So we sitting in the courtroom waiting for this. It went ahead. They were going to have a trial with me in the magistrates. Wasn't going to go to the Crown because you get less than 2 years. They said. So he said, you're going to get looking at 6 months. Oh, fuck it, if I get it, I get it. In them days, I think you did about half your sentence. Then you did half, like 3 months out of 6. There was no home house, I don't think. Then it was Durham. So anyway, I sat there. I'm waiting for this copper to turn up, and he's late. What's happened? So anyway, they phoned. Craig Beer then phoned Graham Brown, who was the other solicitor. Brown and Beer, that was the name. All they needed is Newcastle Brown Beer. That was the fucking name, Brown and Beer. So they phoned up the court and said, oh, such and such, Islam, such and such police officer. We were at trial today at the magistrate's hall. Just let me have a look for you. Then he would phone back and he went, oh no, he said, at this moment, he's in the Crown Court. He's been charged for suspicion of ringing cars from Bradford. So that's where he was from, Bradford. So he got caught ringing cars. So while I'm sat here waiting, so Craig Beer's got, he said, your worships, can I just have 5 minutes with me? Clyde? So he took me out the back. You'll never guess what's happened. I went, what? He went, you know the Asian one who was telling me about, who he thinks bent. Not that way, Ben by the dodgy selling things and that. He said he's only been caught. He's in the Crown Court now, across the road, on trial for stealing cars and fucking ringing cars. So anyway, he got something like 4 years for it. So I was here and I thought, well, case against Mr. Cockerill dismissed. So I just looked at God like that. I thought, it's always me who gets up for these fucking weirdest fucking things in the world. So yeah, he got done for ringing cars, and later on he got done again. And he went to court and he won his court case against him. But he went to the shop in West Lane. He said, he said to my friend who was with me, I wasn't with the lad, he said, do you think Brian will give us a 9 bar so I can knock it out and I'll sell it and I'll give him a good wage every week? This is the fucking copper kicked out the place. And because he went to his jail and he got out of jail. I think he got 4 years or something, and he did 2, and he got out. He was asking me for 9 bars, 9 ounces, of cannabis to sell. In West Lane, they had a little corner shop. Then he said the wrong word there. The P corner shop. That's what everyone called them, didn't they? Go and get us the cheap keys. You used to say them the words. It wasn't racist. That fucking pathetic, innit? Parmesan. Never tried. Well, the fucking thing. You can't get them in London. There's no. They're very, very. They're a Greek meal, but they're the biggest meal that's served in the northeast. When they first come down here, single out Cowardice from Newcastle, I've never heard of them. It's fucking beautiful. Then everyone has them, loves them. Beautiful. They're pure filleted chicken in breadcrumbs, and they've got loads of garlic in them and stuff. And you've got your say carrots with them and chips and stuff, and it's just beautiful. The meal, absolutely beautiful. They're about 3,500 calories in each one. They're full of calories because they're fried in fat. See. Yeah, he was in fucking court, charged. And then later on, the cop moved to the top of this road here. He was on response, and I was pulled in for a murder. Never pulled in for a murder. What happened is, knocked on the door, murder squad. I went, not fucking again. I went, okay, this time I've done this one. This is the first murder I'll admit to. But Bin Laden had just been killed about 3 weeks before it. I went, yes, I want that £250 million first up front, I'll admit to it. I was responsible for Bin Laden's murder. They were laughing like fuck. He was from Bradford, this cop. He was telling me the story about the Asian one. He said, he was always corrupt, even where he was at from Bradford. Yuki Brown Hill, yeah, that's what his name. Craig Beer and was he Graham Brown? She said, we're looking for is Newcastle Brown Beers. They were classed, they're the best solicitors ever. Them fucking brilliant. Got off every time with them. Never ever went to jail with them. Never ever did a prison sentence. Did remand a few times, but never did a prison sentence. Brilliant solicitors. Gone now. He passed away with Mottram disease, I think it was called. Lovely man like that. To see him waste away to nothing. Couldn't even remember like yesterday. And it was sad to see him go. But don't forget to push the like buttons, guys. 37 on, 51 people still watching, which is the thumbs up. So if you like the show, thank you very much, Emma Cockerill. So give me that now. Once you take another £100 off me later on. She's only doing that to make yourself look good. $126 minutes. Already please hit that. Yes, don't forget to push the like buttons as we're on it. Does the troll's head in just checked and deleted? Checked and deleted. Yeah, so that's what happened. So I got nicked for an assault on an Asian police officer, which was all shite. And when I went to court, it was kicked out because he was in court the same fucking day as me of the trial. So we're both up for the trial. He was in the Crown Court and I was in the magistrate. So that's a bigger charge, see. His charge was bigger than mine. So, and if he's in court and he gets found guilty, he can't give evidence in my room because if they're adjourned it. So they must have thought, just fucking get rid of this. It's going to look embarrassing in the newspapers. Yeah, I didn't think then. Instead of me go to the paper and say, I was up for the copper and put it all over the newspaper, which I do now. I'm not fucking stupid now. But obviously then I just thought, I beat you again, you daft cunts. But you would have been brilliant. Could have went to the Daily Mirror and the Sun, been arrested for it. And guess what? When the police officer goes to give evidence, he never turned up. And why didn't he turn up? Because he was in the Crown Court for stealing and ringing cars. He was convicted of it as well. He got jailed for it. It's only Middlesbrough this would happen. Never happens anywhere else. It's like fucking Gotham City, innit? You know, Batman. Gotham, what do you call him? Commissioner Gordon. It's like fucking Batman, innit? It's like a joke. Middlesbrough's like a joke for the police. They're the biggest laughing stock on the fucking planet. You need to sing along. You can't sing because if you sing, you get banned. You get done for copyright strikes. You can't do it. We've already done it. We've had 3 strikes because of it. We nearly got the channel took off us because of it. You can only sing songs that are like Christmas songs and shit like that. I need to sing along with TBBEE. I'm going to make that into a chat, number 1 chat, single that. It'd be fucking classic. Every time I'm going to do it, every place I go on stage, I'm going to do that. Do you want me to do the voice? I'll sing at the end of the night. I'll go, do the voice. Do the voice. All the crowd going fucking mental. And everyone laughing at that stupid streak of piss. Stupid silly streak of piss. So every club we go in, we're going to do the voice. You can't get done for it because it's in the domain. He's already done it. So he's giving himself away by doing that. by putting yourself on video, you're allowed to imitate anyone and do anyone you want, as long as you're not getting life in danger or saying things that are untrue. So if you're doing something about someone who said something and you're telling the truth word for word, the barrister's told me, and I've talked to a solicitor, another barrister, they've said the same. You can't get in trouble for it because they've put themselves in the domains, like actors or singers or whatever they go out, they put themselves in the newspaper, people go up and start taking pictures of them. They can't do that about it. No, you can't get away with it. She did it, share. She was always getting people in trouble, but you can't do it now. You're in the public domain. You say something like 100 years ago and you've said it, people can write books about you or do what they want, because there's no such thing as suing someone with a book, because you can't sue the person. The person can't sue you, sorry. So if he's not here to sue you, or the woman's not here to sue you, the uncle can't do it, or the nephew, or the mother, or the mum, or the dad. Shut up! Fucking hell.
Calm down, Eli. That's tonight, Brian.
Fucking divvy he is. Absolutely pathetic.
Come and sit down a minute, Eli.
Better not be full of mud. I don't want mud all over.
Eli hasn't been out. He's just batting at. Dad wants to go hello. He hasn't been out. On the hello. With Dad. You want to say hello, Dad?
Divvy dog.
You saying hello to Dad?
Little divvy.
On. You've been with Dad all the time, haven't you, lately?
But obviously.
Go on. No, he hasn't. Got
Mud.
He hasn't. Go on.
Oh. Oh. Can't get up. That fat. Fatty. Fatty Eli, come here.
Come on, little Eli.
Yeah.
Come on, Eli. I just found it. Bottle. No, it's just
like
kicked over it.
Get me side there, like.
Come on. How is sunshine?
Eli, come on.
He's stuck.
He's so fat.
He's stuck. Come on.
You overfeed him. You overfeed him.
Oh my God.
Like a tank. Fucking big German tank going through the fucking wall. He's like. He barks at every noise over there because his house has got smashed up. So now he barks at every banger, every noise or window, or crack or car pulls up. He barks like a warned you. He's at the door trying to get out the door. I think he's fucking rock hard. Well, he is rock hard. He's like tanks, aren't there? He can't. And then he's got the wolf behind him. The wolf loves him. The wolf will let anyone go near. He like goes straight for people straight away. Where wolf, Eli's lovely with animals. Wolf wants to attack everything, every fucking thing. As soon as anyone goes near, he's back like fuck. Them Alsatians are a nightmare. They're really the nightmares. You okay, brother? Don't forget to like button skies when you're on. 49 on silk, 38 thumbs up. I think we got 50 the other night, thumbs up. So yous can't be any less worse than the ones who were on the other night. So if you let them beat you, that means you're low life. That means they're better than you people. They're better people than yous that are on here now. Who were on last night? Girl, them. Please hit the like buttons. Oh, come on. I'll meet you anywhere you want now, you fucking muppet. Come on. Challenge me. Come on. You little fat cunt. Shitbag. You can't get any further away from Teesside, can you shitbag? 20 ounce to win. I'll fight you. Win of the day. 20 ounce gyms. 20 ounce gyms, what are them? There's no such thing. Do you mean gloves? 20 ounce gyms. 20 ounce gloves. What a fucking moron. We get a singing team to knock up all the Christmas carols. Yeah, but the boring are the Christmas fucking carols, aren't they? Good King Wenceslas looked down on the beast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even, brightly found the moon that light. No, the frost was cruel when someone came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Mark my footsteps, good my page, tread within them boldly. That's my favourite Christmas song, that. I can't remember the full words. I was Crown Court, Belmarsh Tunnel, the Vox. Yeah, he's been to jail, Peter. right, little cunt Peter. Don't mess about with him. The Vox, he'll do you in. I only befriend him because I don't have to be. He's class Peter. He's not daft. It's funny. They're all good people. And the Alberto 1, 2, 3. Hope you're okay. We love you all the world. Hit the like buttons. He's saying. These beautiful people on here. We still wait. We all love waiting on here with bated breath, aren't we, guys, to know who the fuck the hand was. The hand that was in the bag. That's supposed to be Jack the Ripper's bag. Who the fuck was it? What one was it? So that means if you found the hand in the bag, that means that's another one being murdered, but it was never divulged. So he's the only one in the world who knows who this woman is who's been murdered with a hand in the bag by Jack the Ripper. But he still hasn't told us where Jack the Ripper's been, where he's from, what street in Middlesbrough. Still waiting till this day. Probably wait another 140 fucking 4 years for this information. Hit the like buttons, love him to bits. Yeah, he's funny, isn't he, Timmy? He is funny. 71 on, somebody said. We had 71 on, gone down now. The nose is running a little bit now. Don't know why it's running, but I've got the humidifier upstairs now. I've also got my nose, I've got my tablets where I've took for my chest. Still, you know, it could be pollen today. Mites last week, I think it's pollen now. Piggy eyes, more pies, yeah. Not fucking air.
What looks like he's been to Turkey for his teeth, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's fucking massive on the sides.
The size of it, very much.
His head's massive, isn't it?
Very much. Massive, isn't he?
Yeah, he's huge. Beautiful.
He's cardio-arty.
Look at how gorgeous his skin is from his face now. Can you see him? The size of him now.
Don't know
He's really fucking, yeah, you can see him now.
Yeah.
9-month-old, that's all he is. Fucking biggest dog I've ever seen, a 9-month-old in my life. Never seen a dog grow so quick. His paws are as big as my hands nearly. So loving like Scrappy, isn't he?
Yeah. But he had them bloody wood pigeons.
Yeah, but he hates anything near Eli, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He tries to bite anything that goes near Eli.
Eli
or Bobby,
just loves all animals.
or Emma or me. He starts going for anyone. He's trying to get somebody the way come to the house. I think it was the man driven the parcel.
It's Ben, I think. Ben's van.
Ben's van, yeah, tried to bite Ben's van the other way.
He was like that when he like looking at him, dodgy.
And Eli was.
Yeah.
He chased him out of the living room when he was next to me. I was on the bed, on the hospital bed. Ben's van come to the seals last week. Nice lad. We do the anti-knife campaign with him, helping kids in the streets and stuff. We've got to start going back on the house schools and doing anti-knife campaign, anti-drug campaign, telling the kids in the school so we know sweet run like a fucking tap. I've got no tissue. And so, we were in the schools and we went into 3 different schools, me, Emma and Bobby, and we asked why he went to one school with us, which was in Thornaby, and he was only sniffing fucking shit in the toilets. And the woman who I knew years ago used to put the rave, she went, he's in there sniffing the coke off the thing in there. She said to them, if the headmaster sees actually, he'll get the police, he's going to get you locked up. I said, I'm away from all that. I said, I don't bother. I don't want to know. She said, I know. She said, that's why I thought, I looked at it, I was shocked. He's going to get you jail him, she said. Everywhere he went, he has to be on diazepams, Subutex, powder, whatever he takes, he's got to be on something because he can't function like we can, normal, without the drugs. He's completely dependent on drugs and drink, alcohol, Subutex, every tablet you can get him, he'll take anything. As long as he's cabbaged, that's when he functions. But when he's not cabbaged, he's moaning like fuck. He's sat there miserable, his face is all screwed up. But Reedy. Speedy had a big reputation. He never even knew Speedy, you daft little cunt, because he weren't even around. Speedy died in Middlesbrough. He was doing the taxing. Me and Speedy was like my left hand man, him and Bam Bam. It was Bam Bam and him. And we had the whole area boxed off. They had, they had Stockton boxed off for me. Then he had Bam Bam in that area, and he had people in Hartlepool, and he had people in Sunderland, and he had people in Bradford, had people in fucking Hartlepool, Stockton, Middlesbrough, Eston, Redcar, Broughton, Lingdale, Loftus, all them little villages made a fortune, absolute fortune. Some of them used to get 200 ecstasy a week selling in a little village. They've got nothing else to do with the fucking sat board. And in them days, everyone was in the ecstasy. Everyone was making money, everyone had top trainees, everything. Cigarettes were cheaper, clothes were cheaper. People were doing dodgy clothes. You would get like a pair of trainees for 20 quid. They were 150 quid in the shops. So they're the real gangsters. Adidas and Nike and fucking them selling trainees for £150 a pop. We might have 4 kids in a family. How are they going to pay £600 for 4 pair of trainees for 4 members of the family? And what happened to the other 2 members? Well, got them one day just get the piss took out and score off kids. Because kids are a lot more bullying now than they were when we were kids. A lot more bullying, a lot more like, have you seen his trainees? Have you seen his hat? You know, that's what he's like, that daft cut. He's calling my clothes and he's walking around with fucking, there's nothing wrong with a Primark, I'll go myself. He's walking around with Primark £5 trainees on in the do. And I'm stood there with a £500 pair of crocodile fucking shoes on. And he's calling my clothes a daft cut. My shoes were worth more than all his clothes put together, so he comes, pure paraffin lamp. He wouldn't know how to get dressed to save his life, so he wears shorts because Duffy used to wear them, I used to wear them. So he copies off at me and Duffy used to wear the shorts. So you're not in our gang, daft cunt, because you're a divvy, you can't fight. And all you do is 999 when you threaten someone. All you do. Because you're a coward, and all cowards, that's what they do for the police. I'd rather, when I got done in, I'd rather get beat up. You get the good hiding and you take it on the chin and you move on. You just a snitch and cunt. You love it. What he does, he offers people out and then he gets them to the house and records them on the front, then phones the police and gets them locked up while he's got them recorded. Just a pure fucking set-up merchant. But that's why every time when he's got them done, they've been the house, everyone gets no further action because he's enticed them to the house. They've read their phone calls and the text he sent them and it's coming off his phone. They went, but you told them to come to the house for a fight. You offered them outside. It's on the camera across the road or it's on the camera in your own house. Or it's on the lad's phone who's with somebody else and they've got somebody in the car videoing back something. And it's got the police shit. That's why Marie House got off. It was all the shit he was saying about Marie was doing. When they looked into it all, they went, it's nothing. So why is he not getting charged with Marie Howarth? Why is he getting off of that? I can't understand, because if somebody puts false statements up, that's called contempt of court. That went to court in a court case. And he's putting contempt of court and contempt of court by putting more up and more up every day. And still they never charged him. But what they've done, they realised that Marie was telling the truth. So they went to the Crown Prosecution Service. A barrister put a download on somehow, a power download or something. But he got everything off in one day, sent it to the CPS. They went, nah, there's no further action. There's nothing here, what she's done, that can be charged in a court of law. So all that shite, she's going to jail, she's getting her kids stuck off her, I'm getting her kids stuck off her, I'm making sure her kids get put in a home and all that, threatening the poor fucker. Marie was frantic, she lost loads of work, she was on the phone to Emma, she was bad, she was fucking crying and everything, torturing women who've had cancer, and torturing old people like Martin Joseph Turner. You've seen it, guys, you've seen it now. Timmy B's seen it all. Timmy's been in this fucking house, he's been with us, and he's seen all the photographic evidence, he's seen all the threats to burn houses down, he's seen the stuff where they're, I'm going to rape your wife and all that. He's seen it all with his own eyes because we've got the screenshots sent off his own fucking phone. We were friends with him. Timmy B was disgusted. Timmy said, I've never seen that like it in my fucking life, guys, to be honest. All my life, he said, I've seen trouble, fights and stuff. I've never heard of women being threatened, women with cancer and old men in wheelchairs and things like that. Timmy was like absolutely revolted with it. I was on there, Timmy there. He's on. Love Timmy B. Fucking love him. Sounds like a TV show, doesn't it? Timmy, it's Timmy B. You know, like a kids' program. You get in the morning, like Tiswells or something. It's Timmy B. There used to be shows like that, didn't there? He is a liability. But the thing is, what it is, he's torturing people who are poorly. And you know yourself, when you're poorly, you can't be bothered. Like when I was really bad, I was trying to argue back with the cunt, because you know, the fucking Scottish and Irish brothers and me won't give in. And you fucking scumbag, I'll fucking fight to the death. And we say, I'll come to your house, I'm going to rape your wife. And I lost my temper and said, you come to my house with violence. I'll meet with violence with violence. If you come with fucking fire, I'll meet fire with fire. Even if I have to fucking kill you on my doorstep to stop you killing my wife or raping my wife and killing my dogs or my brother. And that's what I've been arrested for. And I'm still on, not bail conditions, I'm still released under investigation. I did fuck all wrong with any fucking man like Timmy B, Peter the Box, Borough Lad, The Real Nightmares. Any one of yous on here would stick up for your wife, or Alberto, or Hangman Orders. Any single person would stick up for your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, or your animals. And that's all I did. So I said to the coppers, what would you do if it was you? She went, well, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't just stand there, the one policeman said, but the man didn't say fuck all. She said, that little dog is gorgeous. She said, to get right on, the woman police officer, she was lovely, she was. She was lovely to Emma, she was a lovely woman, she wasn't nasty or anything. So the other one wanted to search the house. She went, no, you don't need to search the house. She looked at him, dead disgusting look. And said, they don't need us to search the house. Emma's going to give us the devices. So Emma gave all the devices out and they checked them all. They've said now we've found nothing on all the devices, 7 devices over 15 months coming up. 25th of February, gone. So it's was it February, March, April, May. Yeah, so it's coming up for the 25th of May. It'll be 15 months for what? Saying that stupid thing. Anyone else would have had it dropped now and got off with it. Maybe a caution or something. So I said to her, look, I'll admit to doing that because I can't not admit to do it because I've already put it on the internet. I can't make myself look a line cunt because I look stupid. So I said, yeah, I did say it. I said, in anger and fear and in the heat of the moment, my windows have been smashed twice. My house being petrol bombed. My wife was threatened to be raped and murdered and shot, blown her head off. Sending pictures of her head getting blown off. I was in fear for my wife and I was in fear for my brother who's got autism. I was in fear for my little baby dogs. So I said, what do you want to do? Sit there like a piece of shit? I'll let my wife get raped. She said, well, I wouldn't sit there with my dog. She said, especially he's so cute, a little Eli. He's absolutely gorgeous, she said. And I could understand where you've come from. She said, but we have to do our jobs. I said, I understand that. And you look at when we haven't seen your side yet, but he pissed me off the other month because he said, why haven't you put your statement in yet, Brian? I said, well, hold the thought. The police officers who are, he's let me think he's somebody else. The police officer that day, I said, when am I going to be able to put my version across? My wife, can she put my brother and everyone else put their versions across? And what happened on the day? He said, oh, well, we have to gather the evidence for the prosecution. I understand that. But you don't gather the evidence. If this case is released under investigation, how can you be gathering evidence? You should have contacted me and you should have told me I could put it in because the officer on duty that day said, you've got to wait until the case against you's been looked into and then you can give us a statement. But he was telling me that about 2 months ago, oh, you should have put your statement months by now. I said, don't come with that with me. I said, my solicitor's phoned about 6 times, I've phoned about 4 times, and my solicitor's clerk's phoned. There's about 15, 16 phone calls to Middlesbrough police station, and none of you answered that. I said, got on the phone to one. I said, look, I'm getting threats here. He's getting the Crown prosecution. Can I just stop you there, Brian? He said, there's no such thing as a Crown prosecution. He's gone to us. The second time he's done this, I've already been down to the police station and myself in because he said it was an investigation. There was one top from the rest, and my wife was frightened of my sister. It was Christmas time. I had to go down there at Christmas time in my fucking I had a pair of socks on, soaking wet because I couldn't hardly walk. I'd only got out of hospital a month before. So I'm going to the police station. She went, there's no one to talk to your arrest, Brian. I would have seen your name. I know you, obviously. Oh, thanks for doing all the lovely things in the world. She started laughing. Anyway, I've always been nice to the police, you know what I mean? And not be nasty, but I'm nasty when they're horrible fuckers to my wife. So anyway, when I told her, she went, just have a nice Christmas, you get yourself up and get yourself into bed. Don't worry about nothing. DC Boyle knows, yeah, you're right, hangman, fucking DC Boyle. Well, that's what he's in with now. So he's that there hangman orders, but with you, just give me that clue there, right? What normal police force can you phone up and say, oh, I'm getting malicious communications? Hold on, we'll just wait. We'll send 17 police out, 2 armed response, 2 with tasers, 2 with fucking pepper gas, or where the fuck they were, these 2 daft women at the back. And when I come in, there was like 6 cops downstairs, well, it was upstairs. Come in, went, what we're going to do, we're going to arrest you, Brian, for threats towards Jamie Boyle to kill him. I said, yeah, I didn't say that. I said, if you come to my house, I'll fucking kill you. If. Now, that'd be like saying, fucking hell, if we'd got that bus early, we could have watched it. We've missed the film now. But the pictures are, if we'd have got the taxi, we'd have got to the nightclub early. We won't get in now, there's no spaces. Or if I'd have went and put that lottery ticket on, number 12, instead of 13, I'd have won the lottery. So that's ifs and buts. It's not like the video we've got of him, where there's a dog walker on the street, and the dog walker was asking him for a refund of £20 off 2 videos. But he sent them at Christmas. He said, my wife saved up for that. We haven't got a lot of money. I only live around the corner from you. So come and meet me, he says. So he gets in, he goes, I'll fight you one hand behind my back. He's doing this to the lad in the street. And the lad's got a American bulldog. And he's going, I'm getting Paul Venice to beat you up. It's not to do with Paul Venice. It's him again using people again, getting people in trouble. Paul Venice said, to Manioc, he said, don't mention that fucker's name to me. He said, everything he fucking does is a lie and turns to shit. He had me believing all sorts of shit. He had St. Paul's in films and movies and also made him look like a fucking film. The lies he was telling, he's starting a new movie next month. He's doing this in the movie and I'm getting him in this and I'm getting him. It was all fucking made up. I said to Paul, don't wish you any bad luck, but you're betting the wrong horse here. And then in the end, he realised, he said to me, I'll tell Brian I was asking about him. He's a great lad, Brian, a lovely man he is. And that was nice of him. He said, boxing do, what was that? I can't remember, it was somebody in Newcastle. He said, he was asking about you. He was talking well about you. He said, Brian's right. He said, everything he said is right. So no one's fucking bothering with him nowhere now. All these things he's doing, all these books that are coming out, it's all his own head. It's all made up shit. Yes, if you think about it, what Webber's finding for you is the proof the day we went to the the bookshop called Waterstones, and then I don't know if I'm in the wheelchair. I can't remember now. I think I was in the wheelchair and I put it back in the car. But I went in this place. I think I helped Marty in, and we went in and we took the paperwork. There's a yellow piece of paper from the courts, and we took it in. So the one said, look, if it's a court case, can you show me a court letter? So I showed him the court letter with Judge Cook and Judge Gargan. That was the 27th of January. And this is February. In February, he was charged here, look, for contempt of court. So you can see Jamie Boyle charged contempt of court for putting an explicit courtroom hearing up when you're not supposed to record anything in the court. Then he recorded it and he put it on YouTube. So the judge made him take it down. So the lies he's telling people is just all shit. So we're in Waterstones. All the books come off the shelf. She said, can you give us half an hour? So can we just sit about the shop? Because I'm not very well. I've had 2 massive shots on my back. She said, well, that's horrible, that. She said, oh, sit yourself down. She said, anyway, we sat there. She went, do you want a coffee? I said, no. So she said, it'll take us a while to go through it. So she started screenshotting about 4 different yellow pages, this yellow paper I had, with the names on from the courts. It was yellow and blue, right? It was. She took it. She sent it off to, it was called Leicester Square. What was it called? Was it Leicester Square? Maybe Leicester Square. Piccadilly in London. He'll know. Peter DeVox on them, they'll know, because he's from there. Piccadilly, not Leicester Square. Piccadilly, Leicester Square is the place with the carpets and red carpets. So she said, oh, it's got to go to the head office in Piccadilly. So they sent it off to the man there, but the manager who was in the shop, with Boyle, when I went in with him about 2 months before it, I was in there and he said, Jamie, you know them books you've given me? He said, 50 have got one ISPN number on, and the other 50's got the 30 you've given me. I've got a different ISPN number. I'll get in trouble if I get caught with this. So then I realised he was fucking. That's when he was doubling the books up. That's why Marty caught him. Marty went to Pontefract, Free Bailey Gate, where the War Cry Press company's at. And when he got there, Rob Brenton had 50 books of Terry Dickles. I don't tell Terry about them. Just forget you've never seen them. But he told Terry straight away, he said, I've seen 50 odd books. So what they were doing is they were getting 50 Brian Cockerill books, printed, selling them out all over, down south or whatever. So you'd never know. And then sell them around like Australian place like that. So that's 50 books. Then they get another 50 books Terry Dickles, 50 books Marty Joseph Taylor. And then they do again another 50 books of Brian Cockerill. So they're 100 books off me, 100 off Terry, 100 off Marty, another 100 off Terry because Terry had 2 books. So they'd sell the 400 books. That would give them the money to print the books for nothing. And then everything come back was pure profit for them. And they weren't paying us any money. And that's what they've done, the dirty bastards. They've ripped everybody off. From all over the country's been ripped off, all over England. 37 different people. And they've moved out of where they lived. They've declared themselves bankrupt. And they've gone on the fucking run. He's sitting there pretending that he's fucking still living in the Stokes. We went by his house the other week. Not a soul in the house. All the windows are all fixed, but not a soul, no furniture, nothing in the house. So that's it. All the moved the 8th figure over the moon. That's what was it like in this nightmare. Absolute nightmare. He said every other night they're screaming, shouting, arguing in there, arguing with his son and arguing with people in the streets. He said it was never ending with him, people coming to the door for him. Said absolute peace and quiet now. And then I knocked on another door, but they said they didn't want to say now. But I know the little girl across the road being MNO through family members. She said, I know for a fact only Shirley was in the house tonight when her windows got broke because I lived across the road. She said, I can tell you now, she said, there was no one went to that door, Brian. There was no one in that street with cars or nothing. She said it was like late on the night. I can't remember what time it was. She said, but it was late on the night. She said, there was no one came out. All that came out was Shirley and her son. There was no other girls in the house. All that shit he's on about the family members and all in the house. All fucking lies. And she said, I seen Cockerill pegging it down the road. Well, that's funny because I was at home in my fucking hospital bed. Bobby was here, Emma was here. And we were watching the telly with the dog. Fucking pure lies. And that's why they've never even been to interview me over it. That's how much they listen. It's not Cockerill. It's nothing to do with him. So I asked him there, do you believe I went to the house and smashed that house up? He went, no, physically impossible. the injuries you've had. So they must have asked the hospital about my injuries without even asking me. They can do that, like they're allowed to do it. They can bypass you in any criminal case to police and ask your doctor or all they'll do is they'll get a file sent from the hospital to say, is it physically possible for him to get up and run down the street and smash windows with an iron bar? I couldn't even pick a piece of paper up. I couldn't even lift my hand up to scratch myself. I was having to do this. Emma helped me. I was so fucking frustrated because I was like, I would get a knife and I was doing that and I'd just keep dropping it. I do it now still. I keep dropping my knife all the time. It's fucking horrible. She has to cut my meat up and stuff, and it's so fucking depressing. Was one of the best fighters, and I couldn't be down to fucking sit like this. Was you ready? But then I keep thinking, you've got to keep fighting, because look at the state I was 3 years ago when they had me off. I couldn't even, it was like that, walking like a cabbage, and now I'm like a turnip. I'm just getting back to it a little bit, but stronger, a little bit. After this, I'm going to be doing tonight biceps. But if it wasn't for all you, like Peter the Box, and with audits, people like you lot and people like fucking Timmy B come to see us at Borough Lads and people all like them, and the real Johan and audits, and what else is on here tonight? My little mate, where's he gone? Real Your Nightmares. He's a great lad. He's always on. He's always got nice comments. Started growing roses like orchids. A bird of paradise. Sadly, never listened when older folk tried to teach me grow veg. Wish I had, yeah, because you can't eat fucking flowers. Am I right? Is that what you're on about? I remember watching that and he said, why the fuck would you grow flowers? Why would anyone, not being horrible here to say, he said, why would anyone daft enough to grow flowers when you can grow veg, because you can't eat flowers? And I was like, fucking hell, he's right. They smell nice, they look nice, but they don't keep you alive. You can have dandelions, things like that, but you can actually have, you can eat like carrots and things that keep you alive. Must be asked, of course, the scent on J. Must be asked, of course, the scent on J. Where's J? Who are you on about? Oh, I thought you been sent an ass cost. Horses. Any good horses tomorrow? Freedom. Yeah. The ones that are in the fucking dog tins. Ones in the dog tins. They're the really good ones. The fucking you, I love them. I love them. Don't get me wrong, I don't love them. But get betting. Not for me. Boring as fuck. My mate actually owns his sister owns the race. Not owns, she's the manageress and her husband of York. The other one I can go to Redcar, I know the people who run that as well. So when I'm better than that, I'll get freedom to come through with racing lady came to the York races for free. I'll get it for that anyway. We'll get in there for nothing. Maybe take a couple of days up here and come stay at our other place we've got. It'd be good to get you out. Start getting to see people on here, different people, come to meet you and stuff. We were talking in freedom as we do quite a lot. I was telling him about the travellers, and he said, like, he said, Brian must know. He said, Brian knows all these travellers from over here. That's because he said, Freedom said, well, how would Brian know all these travellers unless he was over here in the day? He was knocking them out. I said, you remember this one? You remember that one? Do you remember Mick White? You remember Mick Valero? He went, oh, yeah. I remember this one. I said, he used to do all the Cosworths and stuff. And yeah, I remember him, Brian. So all the people that come out with Vic Tucker and all them, all top lads from Darlington, all top fighters, really, really. Lewis Walsh, them bare knuckle fighting champion, they all rate me as the best scorer. They always say really Lewis says to us, he was in the bar in Terry Dicko's, he was behind the bar, and he was 16 anyway. And the travellers come, his family came, they'd been, I think somebody got married, and it might have been him. And he's just big Brian. I went, hey mate, he's Terry said, this is Brian, this is Lewis. So I went, hey Lewis, I've heard all about you through the lads on Bousefield and that. He said, oh yeah, Brian, in order to meet you. I said, yeah. I grabbed him like that, I threw him in the air, and I threw him up, caught him. I can't get my hands up as much now. So I threw him, caught him again like that. He went, tell him to put me down, Terry. And I went, hey, I heard him in the air like that, like a little kid. I put him down like that, and he went, fucking hell, Terry. I went in, he's 17 stone, he was throwing me like a babby. I remember him saying the word babby, catching me like a babby. And then the other lad went, he said, fuck that. He said, you've got no chance. He said, if he gets hold of you, that type of strength, he hasn't got a chance. He's fucking, and he had about 20 odd fights in the ring, and he won every fight. He's a lovely lad. You're watching Lewis, I love you, mate. Lovely, lovely person. His family are all nice people. The lads from Bousefield and that, they're all great family. They're classmates' family. I can go on them sites. I'm one of the only people who can just go to the caravan and go, it's me, Big Brian. Oh, you a big fella? The only thing is I can't get out. If I could have been talking all day, I'll have another drink with us. Tell us that story about him. We used to go to a pub with a flat yet. It was called what was it called? Gilzeens. It was over the border. No, before over the border, it was close over the border, near the train station. And the travellers used to come from Darlington. Be 20 of them all sitting out the back on the benches and stuff. Oh, he's Big Bri. And they'd all be quiet. And when I come, they'd say, what happened to the fight you had with Duffy? What happened to the Garside fight? What happened to the one with Allo? What happened to the one with this one? What happened to the rest of all these different fights? What was the hardest fight you had, big fella? What was this? And all Irish accents and stuff. They loved it. They absolutely loved it. They used to come on a Friday and Saturday night. I used to go and get a few in me. We'd just sit on the benches talking, have a few drinks and that. It was fucking brilliant. And when I used to go, he said, all the big tough guys who think they're hard for that, he used to say, they all just used to walk out the door. He said to Bobby, he said, oh, Bobby, I love what you're Brian boxed on the street. He said, because all the ones who think they can fight, all the ones who are gobshite that think they can fight, all just walk out the door and sneak out the back way. Oh, I've got to get back with that. I've lost the frying pan on. Oh, I've got a chicken in the oven. All the fucking shit excuses. Because I was there, not because I was a bully, because they knew I knew that they were fucking fakes or grasses or snitches. So they used to always fuck up. And Terry used to say, oh, Brian, you've emptied my pub again. Every cunt's left. I said, yeah, but they're all snitchy cunts that have been talking about me. And same thing, he said, I know you had a few before you come in, they do it, he said. And so he's Cockerill, must have heard about talking about him. The paranoia kicks in when they're full of drugs, full of coke. Alberto, 1, 2, 3, I chose them for. If you like buttons, you like the channel. Rocky, they need manners. Real, your nightmares. Yeah. Tomorrow, if you could give me tips, appreciate it. I've got to have it in there. Only making it hard on themselves, like have them come in here, judge me before talk. Never get through them all if I was out. Yeah. Yeah, there's people just talk shit. People do talk shit. Hi, Denny, old school. Eston, I haven't seen you for a while. You alright, brother? That's where I like when people call me names, but come to my door and do it. Or come and meet me somewhere in a park, or meet me in a fucking on a field or on the beach or something. I'll see how tough you are, one-to-one face-to-face. It's called the face-off. One-to-one face-to-face. And I can tell you, some cunts tell them straight away, I can tell by the body language. But when I get these cunts who call and I go in the toilet somewhere, I've got a few of these. This cunt was called me names, going to fight me, going to do this. I was looking for fucking months. And then one day I wasn't even looking for him. I walked into the toilet, and he is in the fucking toilet. I went in, that's what I fucking pulverised him, smashed him all, shoved his fucking head down the toilet, flushed the toilet on the front. Screaming like a fucking little girl, not even tried to fight back. Oh, going to knock me out, going to break my jaw, like the daft cunt tinfoil. Couldn't fight, sleep. I was fucking pulling his eyes out his head and smashing his head off the toilet, fucking walls and everything. Screaming like a banshee. I broke his ribs and everything in the toilet. Didn't hack him, he was really horrible. Going to bed my mum's house, I know the same shit. Oh, I should have seen the fucking state of him. What a state he was in. So that was only for just saying a few things for a few days. So can you imagine some cunt who'd been saying something for years about me, what they're going to get? Called me fucking dad for my dead brother. Yeah, Mick could fight. I worked on the door with Mick. Well, not the door. I worked on the door with Brian Flaherty, and it was called Harvey's Wanda. It was called. What was his first name? Dave Noble, really rich man. But Harvey's Wanda. Then it was like cobble past, like or Coronation Street. That was a nightmare. You'd slip all over the fucking cobble when it was wet. Loads of army lads used to come through and have fights and stuff. There was loads of loads of Darlington football supporters. Were a fucking nightmare. So we're in there, and I'm working with Flaherty, Sean Day, and Mark Epstein and Paul Epstein, I'm going to try and get him on the show. He's there when I bench £600. 6 plates each end on a machine. I've got 10 reps. Well, I got 8 proper reps and I've got 2 touches. And he went, fuck, you've never seen anyone bench that much weight in my life. He said, you didn't just get 1 or 2 reps, you got fucking 10 reps for this. But I got 2 touches. He said, I've never seen anyone do that in my life. So we're on the door. So at the back, there was a place to get in the back way. It didn't hold, probably held about 150 people, maybe 120, something like that. But it was all reading. Hello, God, like fucking, what do you call them? Fucking posh women. Fucking hell. I can't remember the name of the fuckers now. For fuck's sake. On the American ones. They're all posh, all the makeup and everything. I can't remember the fucking names of them. Kardashians. The women were like that. The Kardashian type women that went in all £300 dresses, 500, thousands of pound rings on, all that stuff. They were all you could see the clothes, all the top of the range clothes, really, really posh. They went out the market stall. They were all top of designer clothes. And they were all, Darlington's always been a conservative place, right? Loads of millionaires. It was conservatives for years and years there. I think it's changed around now. And it was all posh, really Porsches, really, really well to do. You'd see like women that were like barrister women coming in, barrister men coming in. There was estate agent women coming in. Whether I've just sold two Porsches to join, and all that posh, really posh totty shit and posh fucking blokes and really good fucking hats and all that on. Really, really posh what you see down London and stuff. But that's what Darlington was like. It was loads of millionaires, and they were like the yuppies. That was a yuppie crowd who used to come in. But they loved me. I was going, oh, I boshed them on the nose. I've seen you fighting, jolly good and all that shit. You know, that's all the talk. But they were all nice people, really clever, like miles ahead of my intelligence, making money with cars and houses and shit, fucking like bank managers. And so anyway, I'm in there. Next minute, there's like 7 lads come in the back door, 3 or 4 come in the front. So for that, he's on the door. He's trying to get this cosh out. Can't get it out. So Sean's running the door to help me. So I'm fighting with these lads. I've gone bang, 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 hit 3 of them. And one's used to be massive. Can you remember them years ago? Big massive glass ashtrays used to get in the 80s. And these being bars, posh bars, and people had smoking, put the cigarette out. So he hit me right in the face, fucking smashed right across my cheekbone, but saw me eye, my cheekbone was bleeding. So I grabbed him in and pulled him in and nutted him and bit him a few times and nutted him and tried to stick my finger in his eye. He's screaming like fucking 3 of the mates trying to pull him out because the body dropped 2 on the floor. These other couples have got up. Anyway, I've run with 2 of them and I've ran them. I was about 17 stone. I was only 21-year-old, 22 coming up. And then Mick Bolero said, the speed of his hands there. He just dropped 3 of them there on his own before you got them. And he said, he's fucking special. I mean, he's going to be the next top boy, that kid. That's 3 fights I've seen him and he's destroyed people. He said, his hand speed, his movement and his body language. He's like, 1 minute he's here, the next minute he's left hook and he's got right hook. He said he can throw any punch combination. He's exceptional. He's going to be exceptional on him. And he told Slarty and Big Sean Day was there. Sean was a bit older than me. Shut up! And anyway, fucking then when Mickey White came in, Mickey White was another top fighter from there. And Mickey White said, Mick Bolero, they were friends. They used to be arguing a little bit. And Mickey White said, I've seen him have 2 fights. He said he destroyed them. Absolutely destroyed them. He hit this lad. He said he went to the body twice, bang, bang, and they dropped the lad. And the other one, he just went bang, right hand, dropped him. And then they both went to get up. They were going. They both went, no, leave it, mate, leave it. He said he was only 21 then when I seen him fight. He said he's exceptional. Then there was another one called, there was another big, tall lad, gypsy lad, Bolero. It was Mick Bolero, Mickey White, and then there was another one called, what the fuck was he called again? He should do all the BMWs and that. I've got his name now. I can't remember his fucking name. Craig Howard used to know. He used to buy loads of gear. No dodgy clothes and that. He's fucking really clever lad. Paddy Hartlepool Markets. Taxman number 1. Yeah, Paddy. I might do, mate. I might do. I can't think. Just can't think. I mean, the travellers used to go in and used to sell settees. And inside there was only fucking cardboard. It looks like a fucking settee and everything. It was fucking big load of cardboard. Used to drop it off at the door. He's there, miss this sucker and such. Get 300 quid off them, jump in the car and fuck off, and they'll open the box up. There was no in the box. It's all a big con. They'd have the settee in the back, they'd show you the settee. Then they'd take all the boxes and put the boxes together and say, I'll just put it down here for you. And you'd see out the window, it was all there. They'd stick it back in the back. They might come and get a drink or something, the others would put it in the back, but you still see the box still in with it in, but it wasn't in there no more. It was like a fucking illusion. And you come out, the boxes were there, but there was no settee in it, it was gone. Cunts were doing, they were doing that with carpets as well. Selling carpets, when you got the carpet, it was like fucking old-fashioned carpet, like fucking cut off stuff. Yeah, they were cunts for doing that. They done once, they came through there. I remember my mate Duke was his dad, and he used to have a place, Bramsbottom, he used to have a karate place there. And they come through, and they were from Darlington, fucking would be Darlington, wouldn't it? So they come through from Darlington, and they said, "Oh, I've got a diamond here, I'm struggling, I want to make some money today." So they give him the diamond, he said, "How much is it worth?" He said, "Oh, 7 grand, I think he said. And you can have it for, say, for 4, something like that, I can't remember what it was. So he said it was 4. So he said, "Right, I'm going to have to check it." I said, "We'll go to the jewellers then." So they went to the jewellers, they went in this jewellers, and he took the diamond out, the thing, and looked at it with a thing like that. I went, "Yeah, about 7 or 8 grand. He said, "All day long." He said, "Well, he's offered me it for 4. He said, "Oh, you can't lose. You can't lose." Something like that, I can't remember, was it that? No, I've got it wrong. "Oh yeah, he offered it for 4. You can't lose." He said, I'll buy that back off you for 5. He said, "So we'll do the deal." So anyway, they went away, said, "Oh, we've got to go somewhere and do something on the markets." They were on the market stalls, they said. Went on the markets, come back about 2 hours later, come back in, said, "Right, do you want to go and do it?" "Yeah, we'll go around." So he goes back round, and he says, "Where's the stuff?" He said, he's the diamond. He's the showed him it again, all that. And yeah, brilliant. So he said, "Well, there's the 4 grand for you. You don't have to come back to the shop with us. We'll just go and get the money off the lad from the shop." So the bloke said, "But I'm going to be late anyway. Can you come about 6? He went over the jeweller shop. It was his friend, it was his brother's friend. So when he went to the fucking shop, he got in the fucking shop, he went, "What the thing like that?" So it's not the same, it's not a diamond. He said they've swapped it. They'd swapped the fucking thing, the diamond and the ring. They swapped it over. And Stupa's dad, I think it was. He had a place of portrait, I can't remember the name of the place. 4 fucking grand he lost. 4 fucking grand, fucking gutted. The swap of the ring. Because they'd already seen it with their eyes. They'd already been in the place and said, "Yeah, it's worth fucking 7 or 8 grand. He's offered you 5, I offered you 4. "Well, I'll buy it for 5, he said, the jeweller." The jeweller wasn't in on it, but they'd already heard it. "Oh, fucking brilliant." But he said, "Oh, can we go such and such? We've got to do something, whatever." Went away for about an hour and come back, changed the diamond over, and then fucking must have went back to the dial up, run back over with the ring and changed it, the poor cunt. "Yeah, but you couldn't stop the jaws, mate, because we didn't know where they lived. Didn't have a clue. They said they were from Darlington, but they weren't. They were somewhere else. That's what it's just a con." They've done it to another kid in Doncaster, and they did it to somebody in Hartlepool, and they did it to somebody in Bishop. They did it about 6 people. It was like a new contract. It just come out, like people see it with their own eyes. Yeah, it's worth 7K. I would have took it. They had a waited. I would have got the diamond done in the shop. Got the diamond, give them the money on the day. I would give it to the fucking. And I said, "Right, we'll do it here now." I would have that diamond up my fucking hand, and I stayed with the cunts. No, would never got caught me. Too clever for them. Yeah, they took it off the cunts. I wouldn't have fucking bought it. I just knocked them out. That's what he said that to me. Matt Levy said, "You just knocked them out and took the diamond off them." I said, "You're fucking right, I would have." Yeah, snapped the jaws. I would have strangled the cunts and hid them through the air. Yeah, so that he's going, "Can you prove these stories were real riots?" Well, the people who lived in the Ragworth riots will tell you it was true. But the thing is, it's in my taxman book. Number 1 I did in 2004. It's in the 2000 book with Julian Davies. It's in the other one, which I think it's in another book. And it's also in the taxman, what I did on my own with Steve Rafe and Bob B and Lee Duffy. The taxman of Teesside, Brian Cockerill and Lee Duffy. It's in that book. And it's also in the Resurrection book. But that couldn't wrote. Actually couldn't wrote it. And he's got me done talking about it in the areas where happening. There was a fight down here and all that stuff. He's got me in them areas. He already knows this. He already knows the books. He already knows the true stories about me because he's already read the fucking books. I mean, he tried to contact me. 50 on. Last night we had 51 on and 51 thumbs up. Tonight we had 50 on and 50 thumbs up. It's amazing. So it's another. And we've got 2 Emma Cockrills on. Fucking hell, I can't believe it. Someone impersonating Emma. Brilliant, bro. There's my princess at the top. Oh, that's Freedom at the top. Fucking hell. Freedom's my princess now. Everyone will be laughing there. Yeah. Sound Peter, bro, been all night. Yeah, everyone's okay, mate. Everyone's good. I'll be at the phone you tonight, won't I? Peter at the box. Is he gone, Peter? Is he still on? It's funny, Peter. Yeah, Bolero. Bolero is called that one. It was Mick Bolero, Mickey White. And what was the other one called? Can't remember his name now. The Darlington's the biggest in the northeast. Amount of travellers on one site, thousands on one site. There is. Freedom will tell you that. It's fucking chocker. The biggest caravan park in the northeast. Monstrous. I used to live in Darlington when I was a kid. We've just been on about it the other day in Freedom, and he said that he knew the wall when I said it, a big massive wall, Freedom. And then when next door there was we lived next door to a pub, and in them days what they used to do, they used to put cement on the top and then broken bottles, with smashed milk bottles, and you'd stick it in. You're not allowed to do it, out against the law. I remember the bottles you'd run that. I remember going in the yard, walked on the yard, and on the left hand side there was a bath on the wall, a metal bath. There was no baths in them days. The metal bath was on the wall, and then you walked down there and there was a cupboard for your stuff, and then the next cupboard was you used to open the door like that, and then the coal thing used to come in that, and the coal men would pull it and go shh, and all the coal would come in. You could see all the coal going into the coal bunker. That's what it was like in Darlington. It was all like, and at the train station was the Stevenson Rocket when I was a kid. I used to be there for years. The first the first train station was from Darlington to Stockton in the world. It was the very first one, and the very first one was called Stevenson Rocket. Now Stevenson Rocket was racing this other train. Now I went to this place, I can't remember what it was. It was up like Hutley Springs or something like that, like a little mining village. And then when I got there was a train, and this train was in the building. I missed it. I said, "What time is it?" I said, "Oh, it's shut." I went, "Oh, can you let us in? I'll give you 20 quid." So I'll give him 20 quid. No, I don't know. So they take it, get yourself a drink. And he took me in. He showed me the train. He said, "Well, what this one here?" You're a big lad. I tell you now, I had a t-shirt on. He said, "Shoulders are weird traps." He didn't know what they were called. He said, "Them muscles are weird traps." I said. So he said, "Tell me about this train." He said, "Well, this train here was actually called such and such. I can't remember the name of it. It's still worth about £20 million. It was £850,000. He said the other one was £1 million. That's what they insured for." So he said, "What happened there the day of the trials, whether the race, Stevenson Rocket was losing and the other train was winning. But what they reckon is they made this piston or flange or something and it blew. So they reckon they sabotaged that because the Stevenson Rocket made the flange or the piston or whatever it was. It blew on the other train." He said, "So really it was a fix. So the Stevenson Rocket was always going to win. Because they put that much money into it," he said, "they couldn't lose because they'd be downvoted. So they deliberately made sure that other one blew with the head gasket or something, or a piston or something." And he was telling me the story, and I thought, some things you get to know. And this bloke was about 80 odd years old. This was about 30 years ago, he was telling me. So, yeah, fucking hell. Open all hours. Yeah, it's good. Fucking funny. Yeah, I love it, mate. Nurse Emmanuel. Yeah, it's funny. It's just like when I was a kid, that we used to go with a morn that was we lived in Middlesbrough when I was a kid in South Bank. We lived in Queen Street, I think it was. And we were there. I remember it being dead dingy and dark, and there was all these little Pakistani shops, corners, and that Indian people had shops in them days. And everyone had them, but there was no white people had these shops then. They started taking over everywhere in the shop business. And that's not me being racist, it's just saying it's the truth. So it's what happened. All the Pakistani people come in and started buying the shops up. And then it took there wasn't any white people at the shops, I remember. We used to go in, everything was threepenny bits. It was threepence, was 3p. Then you had a tanner, which was 2.5 pence. Then you had a 5 pence. And it was all old-fashioned Victorian money. So the Queen Victoria's trident, she sat there on the throne. So the pennies were like that big, they were massive big pennies. And she was on there, the Queen Victoria. And then they changed it to in 1972 or 4, where you got 140 or 150 pennies choose one day, and the next day you only got 100 penny choose. So they changed the decimalisation into like 100 pennies instead of 140. I think it was 140. I think I want 140 pennies for £1. The next day you could only get 140 penny choose. The next day you could only get 100. Sorry, what a fucking con that was. 2 pences come out, 1 pence, half pennies come out. Very first half pennies come out in 1972. I think I was on the bus. I was coming back from My mum would pick me up. I was in the hospital, and I was in Darlington. I think it was hospital. It was called the Friedrich, big old-fashioned one. And she picked me up, and we had to walk down this road. We got the bus there, red car. We got the bus to the cinema. We went to the cinema, and we watched The Wizard of Oz. First time I've ever seen it in my life. I was only a kid. I was about 5 or 6 years old. I remember going with Mum. Then we went to my grandma's at 54 Dolby Close in Redcar. She lived there for years. My Nana, I used to stay on the weekends. Like I was only out. She had about 30 grandkids, maybe more. I was the only grandkid that ever stayed at her house. No one else was allowed to live because I was always quiet. I was like timid mainly because I had asthma and stuff. Only Fools and Horses, change episodes. Yeah, I liked Only Fools and Horses. They were great, all them things. The Rocket, that's what it was called, the Rocket. Ronnie the Rocket. Ronnie the Rocket's good. I was watching him the other night, Higgins. I was telling Terry, he said, yeah, I remember him in the steam packet at his pub. I said, you remember him? He said, yeah, he was on your back. Fucking thought you were a horse. He was doing that on my back like the drive. I was getting my fucking back, will you? I thought, I've got the world champion, the best snooker player ever lived on my back. Wish I'd got pictures of everything. I was never bothered. I was never one of them for pictures, you know. Never ever was one of them. I was always like, no, I don't want one. Never used to get pictures in the old days. No one did because I remember people, the old gangsters, and to get them pictures off them, then you'd associate it at a table with the gangsters. No, I don't know Talib Ali or fucking Malin the Bar, no. I don't know him. Well, there you're at the pit. There you're at the wedding. So when we used to be out in Duffy, and we have somebody would take he go, got used to like getting his picture took. I didn't. And I was in the Mal once, and they come on and took a picture of me. I went, give us that a year, and I give him 20 quid. It was only 5 quid to get it. I said, give us that a year. Fucking let's rip the cunt up. Because if you're in there and you have a fight with someone, and then they go to that place where the person who's taking pictures, they can get you, and you can say, I thought you went there, you are there, next to the such and such person, and they can use witnesses from the club and get you jailed. Oh, fuck this. Roger Mildred was funny. 2 Ronnies were funny. I like what's the other one I was watching? Man About the House was good. I used to watch that. George Roper. That was funny. On the Buses is class. If you want to watch that, just go on all episodes of On the Buses. You'll get them all on what do you call it? You'll get them all on there from the old days, from the 70s all the way through. George Mildred. Yeah. And also, Miss Jones. Rigsby. Fucking class. He's funny, Rigsby. He's fucking hilarious. Oh, he's fucking hilarious. The things they said then, but people were like, go back now. But it's just a fucking joke. It's like people just gone fucking mental, haven't they? I like it when he goes, I can speak German. I was in the war, wasn't I? Oh yes, Granddad, you were in the war. He said, no, Uncle Albert, wasn't it you? Because the girl's pregnant and they didn't know. He goes, says to her in German, what is your name? What is your name? You fucking Olive, that's fucking him, isn't it? Olive Boyle, Olive on the Buses Boyle. Olive on the Buses Boyle, they got the same fucking hair. That's his twin sister. Olive on the Buses Boyle. Boyle the Buses. Fucking hell. Blakey. They'll get you butler. It was Hitler, didn't I? We had a school teacher like that. He was a really nice man. We were cunts at school. He was a fucking cunt. I know Joe Cockerill throwing things. How the fuck can he see me? I've got eyes in the back of my head, boy. Oh, he was class. He was a double of fucking Blakey off on the bus. He was smaller in height. He looked like Adolf Hitler. Tiny little moustache he had. Like, you remember the band Sparks? German band. He had a little moustache like him. Reg Vardy was fucking class. Yeah, I watched about 100 the other week. I like what I do. I like looking at the old 1980s adverts, Christmas adverts. You start getting off when the sound is on. You think, oh, she was back then. As a kid now, I'd be going to school tomorrow, see my mates playing football, and it's fucking boring now, isn't it? When we're older, you go back and you think, I wish I could go back to fucking school, mate. You don't realise how good it was as fucking friends, all your friends, and nothing to worry about bills and gas and water and fucking fights and fucking trouble. You'd have fist fights at school, and that'd be it. 4 of your next Saturday's mate. Airdrops, sherbet dips, licorice sauce. You've got to remember though, the ones now you get at Tesco's are shit. They're all fucking made up, aren't they? They're not even real ones. You get torpedoes were beautiful. I'll tell you where to go if you're ever about. If you live in Hartlepool, go to Hartlepool, go to the Seat and Crew, and there's a tiny shop next to Young's fish shop. They sell all the old sweets from the old days, and every one of them are authentic from like 200 years ago. It's just absolutely beautiful. Licorice torpedoes, sherbet dips, everything. They sell everything in that shop. Everything you can think of the old days, fucking out of this world. Midget gems are the best ones ever. You chew them. Them black sweets, cops. Fucking what's them ones that hundreds and thousands on? They were chocolate. They were lovely. Then you got them peanut ones, peanuts in them, and they're all sugary coated ones. I know they're shit for your teeth, but they're great when you're at the weekend. You're bored. Steptoe bread was funny. That tart. Lilo Lil. Barney, is that the one with the copper TV series? Barney, I remember that TV series. And there used to be another one on the night. I used to go to the night. I can't remember the name of the fucking thing. Used to go on the night time. And we used to watch all them Cheers. You remember the American things that were out? China and Harvey's Boom. You can't get to watch the episodes and things like that. If you notice all the good things, you have to pay for them. Please hit the like buttons. Steptoe and Son. Bread was, it was good. That he was called Rita Sue and Bob too. That was funny. Bob Sue and Rita too. I thought it was Rita too. She was the other way around it. 51 thumbs up. Hasn't fucking moved that 51 since I've told you about 51 and 51. That was 51. It has gone up. Don't forget to push the like buttons. Paul Dodsworth. Love thy neighbour. Yes, you're not allowed to watch things like that now. You get done. Yeah, too many fucking weirdos, mate. You're right. It's just a fucking laugh, isn't it? People having a laugh about each other, and you can't say nothing. It's fucking terrible. The things that have gone. In the 70s, people, everyone who I knew were black people, Indian, Pakistani people, Chinese people. They say the same. You'll go, my mate who was Asian, Pakistani, will go, where's that fucking Paki taxi? I said, you can't say that. I said, I can because I'm a Paki, he said. But they was just laughing. They were that fucking cunt that he was screaming, shouting his name. And I've got loads of friends who are like that, or Asian lads and that. And they say that word, so they can't get done for it. We get done tomorrow now. But yeah, fucking hell. And the ones who are like, they just laugh. They just laugh when you say things like you said in the 70s and stuff. Because they just know it's just fun. Hair drops, violence and drops. Hair drops and things. Dainties used to be out there where you used to get 2 dainties for a penny, I think. I never liked them ones what you got where it was paper, like UFOs or something they were called. They melt in your mouth, they're fucking horrible. And they had like fizzy stuff in them. You used to get that stuff. You put it in your tongue, some type of dust. And then you'd put it in your tongue with Coca-Cola and go, and you say, if you eat too much of that, it could blow your stomach. But blow your stomach on the side, the old wife's tales. If you had one of them and you cola drops or something it was called. And you put a crystal thing in your mouth and you used to crackle. So if you have a full one of them, it'll blow your stomach up. Love thy neighbour. Man about the house was class. He's in a whole people's home now. He's really bad now. He was a good looking bloke when he was there. He was also in something else. He was in. It was funny. Mr. Tripp. He was actually the made that TV series what you're on about. Man about the house. They actually made Robin's Trip. What was it called? Robin Tripp. He was called in it. That was a TV series. Then there was Man About the House. There was one that was made off it, and then there was George and Mildred made off it. That was another one. And then the 2 girls from Liverpool. That was another one. I think they were off Loose Women. They were off. That was on 4 TV series. Was made out of Man About the House. Robin's Nest. Robin Tripp he was called. Yeah, they made quite a few off that. 4 series they made out of one. Fucking don't laugh now. I watched it. Have you ever watched a TV series called Rooms? ROOMS. It was out in the 1970s. I watched about 8 of them in the night and I couldn't get any more on. It was fucking good. Because I don't know how to do that. The Emma knows how to go to the special things where you can go to them and you can watch every episode. I haven't got a clock to do it. Once I do watch, I'll binge watch something. If I watch like one series or something, I'll have to watch them all. I won't watch like 10 or 20, I'll watch like fucking 50 of them straight off. Jimmy B, funny film. Jimmy. Remember thinking, seeing Rita sue Bob when heard the title of it, watched it. Yeah. I like to go, up the IRA, he was shouting, the old man. I'm going to bring them black lips off you. I'll bust your lips off your face. He was shouting. He didn't like Pakistanis. He screamed at him all the time. I can't help it from a Paki, he said. It's fucking class. And the next day, he was a different bloke without the drink. That's what he's like, the tin man, isn't he? 10 men. He's had fucking two fucking Kestrel lagers. Where's your big top of the drink? What do you call it? You were drinking down the Soho with the young lads, them ones. The rent lads, where we were sitting down there, thought you were fucking fireproof, didn't you? And then you had all that stuff you shouting your mouth off, and somebody smashed your house up. And what did you do? Stay down London for another week. That had been my wife. I'd have jumped on a fucking aeroplane, got home as quick as I could have come. He stayed down London for 2 weeks at Sean Atwood's while his fucking house had been smashed up with his so-called kids. And that's how I knew there was no kids in the house. I knew it was bullshit. Yeah, that was right. The ones who were trying to get the school kids in the back of the car, something. People were fucking wrong. I think he was called Paul Sykes, I think. Bring it to soon, Paul Sykes. just as he thought it was safe to go back in the water. Then Jaws 1, Jaws 2, Paul Sykes. Till death and do part. Yeah, it was fucking class, that. It was lovely series, that. It was fucking hilarious, that. And he got done for that, you know. You have to fucking leave the country because of it. I'll scan it. I've never been racist. It's just a fucking TV thing. But all those know, white people, all know the truth. And loads of the Indian people I know. And loads of black lads know. And they used to just laugh at it and watch it. It's like, oh, black people, I used to watch it and weren't bothered one bit. It was just a fucking sin. People, it's these toffee nose cunts who live on Suburban Avenue, who are all never been in that type of area. They're the ones, when they go and live next to certain people, they fucking shit themselves then. They change the mind round when they start thinking, oh, fucking hell, you're right about this and right about that. They don't know because they just say, hey, golly gosh, them type. It's always them fucking toffee nose ones who try to change legislation, but they've never been in them situations, them council houses, them people in them areas. They all blend together as one like family. No one they call each other, but it's just a bit of banter between people in the streets, and everyone has a laugh. But the people, these fucking ones who think they fucking know everything better than everyone else, have been to university and stuff, they think they're fucking clever, they've got a degree or something. They've never been living on the streets, they've never starved, they've never went to a school with holes in your shoes, you've never missed your fucking meal, like no food for a week in the house, and no electric on, no gas on, things like that. You've never been through all that. So you can't teach somebody that unless you've been in them situations, sitting there freezing to death with 2 or 3 blankets on you. 4 years in bed, like your brothers all sitting together freezing because you've got no electric because you can't afford to put it on. Or your dad's been like fiddled the door or something. He's had his door mixed up by a snitch like Fat Shirley or Jamie. He loves phoning the door on people. Phoned the door on them about 20 times, and every time the woman said, "No, we don't answer the phone to them now." She said, "We've already checked you 4 times, and it's just malicious phone calls by the same phone number every time. So we don't start fat cunt. So what are you going to do now, fatty guy? You haven't got a bean. You haven't got a bean now. You're living on the moon next. You're living on there with the fucking clangers. Blah, 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 blah. You're living with the clangers next. The only place you're going to be safe with the fucking clangers on. We're off to Button Moon for the spoon. You're off there next. It's the only safe place the police can put you next is fucking Button Moon. Upstairs, downstairs was brilliant. There was and the Fenn Street gang was good. That was good. Fenn Street gang, they were all like 18-year-olds, and the girls and lads, but they were supposed to be in school like 14, 15-year-olds, but it was funny. YouTube, bro, yeah. Popping Candy, that was it. Popping Candy, that's the one. Biscuit, right? Yeah, it used to be like you could get different types, couldn't you? Like Coca-Cola or lemon and orange. I think you could get 3 different types in the end. Oh, Paddy Max was fucking class. That was just like back in the 80s. That I was like on the street and like, oh, give me free. Give me. I'm not asking $9.99. I'm not asking $5.99. I'm asking 99p a pair. You know, 2 pair of sheets for 99 pence on the fucking market. That's what it was like, elbowing them clothes. And they would have them spivs people selling stuff like that, dodgy. And then these dirty scumbags like fucking tinfoil. He's like, I've just seen him selling stuff on the market. You know, somebody just trying to make a couple of quid for the kids or something. I never could understand that, mate. People who are stitching on people who are working on the markets and people who went behind the bar for like £1 an hour they were getting. Like, you know, my mum worked when the toilets, cleaned the toilets in a pub. She used to get £1 an hour. Somebody grassed it up. She used to make 3 quid, 4 quid a week just to help pay for the fags and stuff. And she worked in a little in a club called the Great Thought Pub, and somebody grassed it up. She made 6 quid a week, like £1 a day or something. But I think it's maybe £7 a week, and that was like a little fiddle, you know, for a fucking fags and that. Somebody grassed it up. Dirty bastards, horrible. But you get people doing you jealous, horrible fuckers, horrible. They love to see people in pain and hurting people. What I'd like to put a smile on somebody's face. I like people to be happy and go away and, oh, he's a nice man, him. And instead of going away and saying, oh, he's a horrible bastard, him. I can't stand fucking horrible cunts. Can't stand grasses. I mean, if somebody's a noncy cunt or wrong, and yeah, you've got to make statements, because if you don't, the next person, they could murder someone or rape them even worse. And then the kid could then take their own life. So there's no such thing as grassing a paedophile or a rapist or a nonce. No such thing. What you're doing humanity a favour in the world. I think it's fucking hilarious. It is a man. Two blobs of grease, please. It's grease proof, my hair. My hair's grease proof. Please trust me. Magic grease proof hair. They're fucking stinking anyway. Can you imagine them? Oh, can imagine having them laid next to him in bed. Is he going to pee? Is he going to pee? Is he going to pee? He's peed. What that water running down my back? Let me think. Is it coffee? No. Is it water? No. Is it tea? No. Is it wee? Yes, it was. They fucking hell. Pissy back like some type of fish. Pissy back fish. Pissy back. Bill and Ben. Yeah, that's a really what? That's what they're like, fucking Bill and Nightmare, weed, blob. That, you see that video where he's dancing about? I've never seen anything so fucking pathetic in my life. He really thinks he can rave dance. You see me doing this messed about, he's trying to copy. He's throwing daft punches. He's never had a fucking fight in his life. Oh yeah, Boys in the Black stuff. You know where the very first one was made? You'll never guess. Yeah, the very, very first one was made was Redcar. And he also went and nutted the fucking gypsy. He said, you were travelling? He went, yeah, nutted him in the face. It's made there, Redcar. Big Long Road was the 174. And they go from Liverpool to Redcar the very first time. Logos, it's really good, that. It's really, really good. That was what it was really like for us when we were kids. My dad would be on the call working, and people would do fiddly jobs and stuff, and they get caught. And the dole, where you going? I'm just going to work. Oh yeah, wait a minute, Jamie Cockerill, you're down here, and that'd be a dole officer in the back of the van, and the cop would pull you over. They're horrible cunts. The cop was still doing, hello, where are you going today? I'm just going to work, officer. There's my troll. One thing when you do that, what do you call it when you do the bricks? Trail, what are they called? One of them things, can't remember, that troll or some fucking thing. So there's that. And there's just, all right, that's okay. Can you just go and see that man there? He's a dole officer. And you're like, oh, fuck. And my mate got caught about 2 years ago. He was a window fitter. He used to do windows. He used to get 200 quid a week fiddle. Wasn't a lot of fucking money, like, for 4 or 5 days. I think it was 40 quid a day or something. 5 days a week, 200 quid a week, just to put food on the table for the kids. He had 5 kids. And his own fucking sister and his auntie grassed them up. I couldn't fucking believe it. Dirty bastards. Well, why should you get £200 a week when I'm struggling to work at my job? I'm a nurse and this, that, and the other. You horrible. I said to him, don't ever speak to her again. He did, like, it was his sister, but I would never go near her. I wouldn't speak to her. Because where it was, I knew somebody in the door, and they phoned up and said, tell Brian he's at the top of the list. He's on the list. He said, but I'll put his name at the bottom. I can't keep it there. He needs to do something. So he had to come out of the job, but he still got pulled in for it. But it was his own sister and his own niece grassed him up. Horrible cunt. And little Brian, the other one, he got grassed as well. there was the auntie of Little Bry, who was videoing me in the videos. It was his own auntie grassed him up as well. Dirty bastards. No worse than that. And you know these people come and they go, just have a look and say, and then they'll take a picture of you going to work with us. That's why if you're going to work, put your car on the fucking corner with your work bag in. Leave your fucking working clothes in the car. Tip from the taxman. Leave your clothes in the car. And leave your fucking troll with the thing that you do your work with. And your spirit measure all that. If you're a woodworker, leave your stuff in the back of the car, lock it. And then go to work from the car on the corner. Don't park the car outside your house, park it next door, but what or something. Then they can't see what you're doing. Then you go to work, take it out of work, and when you come back from work, leave it in the fucking car. That's the way to do it. Because if you see what with the bag, like he's at work, he'll phone the door and get paid off the door and get blue gyros for crossing people up. That's what he does, him and his wife, because she's worked for the City Life Bureau. I'm sure she's used the computers on people to use, which I think is fucking disgusting. Under the data protection, they can find things out, them fuckers. Can check with the police and all sorts. I mean, imagine being sitting in the police saying, oh, do you know number 23, she's having an affair with him, or he's working, he's on the dole. And do you imagine the poison, the evil you have to have inside your body to be like that? The evil, spurting like a snake, poisonous stuff out all day long. I've got him in trouble, all excited he is. He used to do it at school. The kid said to me, called him Simon, he said he worked with me, he said he never ever worked on the forklift trucks. He's a fucking liar, Brian. He said, it's £600 a week you get on the forklift trucks in Tesco's. You get really good money, he said. He said, and he tried to get a shelf stacking job, but he only lasted a day and they sacked him. So he got a job on the trolley pushing, and he lasted a week and they sacked him. He's had 3 jobs. One was a car park attendant, 3 trolley pushing jobs, one in Sports Direct, and one in, I think it was like Iceland or something, one of them shops as a trolley pusher. That was his 3 big jobs. And the other one was on the bins. And Lee Little worked on the bins. And he said to me, he said he got pulled over because he was delivering, he was going in, emptying the bins. And he put cannabis in the bin. Anyway, they phoned the police. The man next door was his bin. Phoned the police, said, I've got this. Anyway, they went and got him. He said, well, who's had that green bag or something? And they had to grass him up, the bin men. They said him. So they went in the bag and it was cannabis. So he got nicked for selling putting cannabis in people's bags on the bins. He was selling it on the fucking doors in Redcar, and he got nicked off the fucking off the police. So they sacked him on the Lee Little was high up in the dustbins place in Redcar. He worked for there about 20 years. He worked for them. And he said he got caught by fucking putting the stuff in the bin because it was the wrong. You know, you get to a house like next door close, put it in the wrong bin. The silly cunts, you put it next door. So your man come out with these people, wash the bin straight away. He's gone out to clean his bin, found the bag, phoned it, smelled it, phoned the police, and they went on the bin place in Redcar, and he had the bag, so he got caught. He seen him going in the building with the bag, so he was dropping the gear off at the fucking house, just selling gear. Yeah, that's why he gets off with everything, because he probably set them up as well. If they never found that, then probably that old man had probably got set up and got fucking rages. Couldn't live with myself, mate. You know, make a statement saying, wait a minute, I've just got 6 months there. You're only going to do 3 months. So, but they said to me, look, oh, you're looking at 2 to 3 years, you know, for your driving offence. And I went, well, I'd rather do my jail and come out with my head fucking hell died and no one can call me. And I did that. That's what I got 3 fucking years for a fucking driving offence. Fucking not criminal offence, but first conviction, 3 years in a fucking jail, and sentenced. It was 7 or 8 jails I got sent to for a driving offence, and that proves. Everyone said every jail he went to, everyone looked at the record, and with the old lags and that, they look at the seat. You didn't know if you're a paedophile or a nonce and that. And they'll go, he's a wrong him here. They used to tell you when you were in reception. So when I went in, I never got nothing like that. Nothing, because I was only in for a driving offence. I've still got the paperwork for the driving offence where I got done for. So he tried to say, can you prove it? So I put it on. And I got the one with the Iceman where Chris Curry, when he was 6'10", this fucker, 20 odd stone. So Chris come on and told the story, made him look a fool again. So he's doing it again today, saying, can you prove these stories are true from 1991? Well, Trevor McDonald was on News at 10. It was 1992, I think it was, and the riot started. And he came on, he said, riots in Ragwith, Stockton today in Teesside, blah, blah, blah. And he told the story about what happened. But it was there, I don't know how many days it was, I can't remember to tell you the truth, but there was loads of people involved in it, and they were, he contacted me and said, Brian, I remember it all. It was they changed the name after that to Primrose Hill to try and upgrade it, and they've made all the houses brand new. They knocked them all down. Speedy lived around the corner from it. And I used to go to Speedy's house there, and they knocked it all down and redone it all. It's called Primrose Hill now, so because it was had a bad name as Ragworth. And he's put on shithole today, but he wouldn't say that to the people there. And you want to keep your fucking mouth shut because Speedy's son's getting out of jail, so you want to shut that stupid daft ginger fucking mouth up because he's a fucking nightmare. He's worse than his dad, 10 times worse. You know, jail all the time for stabbings and shootings and everything. He's fucking dangerous. And Speedy's also got 5 brothers. They've all got sons and nephews, and they've got kids. He's a divvy cunt. He's going to get done in by someone. He's going to upset someone's family. They're going to go looking for him and do him in. They'll catch him in like a bookshop selling books or something. They'll just track him down because people aren't fucking stupid. Then he'll get done in. That's why I just say, and Terry said that today. He said, if anyone needs a good fucking hiding to that country, he said, but I don't wish any pain or anyone hurt on anyone. He said, but I can see it coming a mile away. Robbo said the same thing. Big Peter Robbo said that fucker's really going to get hurt one day by someone. He said, it'll be someone you don't need a significant person he's going to upset. But he was a psychopath and he'll end up doing him in. And we all know that's going to happen to him because you can't do them things to people in the 21st century because of the computers. Everyone knows, especially when you walk down London and it's going, you fucking spacker, Cockerill, you fucking retard. You Mong, your brother's a Mongolian, he's a retard. And calling poor Bobby, who's never hurt a soul in his life, looking disgusting. But he busted his face in 10 seconds, absolutely annihilate him. And yeah, fucking piece of shit. The same Bobby who took you about for maybe a year, back and forth, up and down with your little drug fucking feud fucking drugs with your little dazzy pans. Then it was another fucking house with your fucking, what was it called? His coke, and then it was your fucking crack, and then it was your fucking Subutex. I didn't know what Subutex were. He said the type of pharmaceutical type of heroin, yeah. And then I realised that's why he's off his fucking head, and he's like that Cockerill all over the place when you talk to him. And everywhere we went, he was like this, doing these daft faces and doing all this when he was talking. And I thought, what the fuck's wrong with you? Then I realised the lad said he's on drugs. He's on really bad drugs. Trevor Francis Nosey, neighbours. I have to see him in Stephen Bush, the real nightmares gangster. How you need like Wilson up that is okay. I love it all the world and you, son. Yeah, we've had some good people on tonight. We've some beauty people on. TJ Hooker, are you on about, yeah? TJ Hooker, William Shatner. TJ Hooker. Remember that? The young lad in it, there wasn't they were on he was like a cop. He'd been 20 years and he was looking after the young lad. TJ Hooker, yeah. He's dead old now, and he William Shatner. He's still alive. He believes in aliens. He believes in spaceships. He said he's seen them before. He really believes it's real. Really. That's daft ass. The tracksuit, bro. Noisy neighbours gets me paid, yeah, noisy neighbours. Push in Stepford Bush. So, you're okay to me be. Steakhouse stand there. Yeah, there's more snakes out there, man. You know, yeah, there's loads of people you think are friends and all. You really think they're friends, and all this time he's been wearing the cops. I went, fuck, right to my stomach. And when I was getting more and more information off more people crossing each other, I thought, I'm fucking had enough of this. And I started getting away from it all. I thought, that's when I started doing the security instead. I thought, it's just the people who were right, we were known for 20, 30 years, they were police informers for 30 years. I just got away from them. You can't trust any couldn't, honest. They're shitting themselves. But I'd rather do the jail, mate. I'd rather do it and go to jail and come out and think, well, nobody can call me. There's not one person can say I put him in jail. Not one single person got remanded when I got remanded. Every time I got remanded, I was on my own. There'd be 50 people with me. It was me getting remanded because it was Brian Cockerill. All the others got off. They were there. They were all videoing and stuff. But it was me. Always the helicopter would follow home, go up to the top of the house and fucking nick me. All the others, the travellers used to work with us and that. They all got off. I always got caught. It wasn't because I was there. It wasn't because they were brasses. Because they wanted number one was Brian Cockerill. That's what I've got. Brian Cockerill was the biggest name ever in Teesside. No one in Teesside messed with Brian, and he was the law. That's what he was saying about me 4 years ago. I know he says a different version. Brian would never hurt innocent people. Me and my wife love him. And if you look on official topic talk, you'll see him talking. I've got like a greeny top. He's got a greeny coloured top on, and he's telling the story. It's only about 27 minutes long. If you go and just fast forward to official topic talk, you'll see him. Brian never hurt no innocent kids. But he's saying all these things about hurting kids and having sex with 13-year-old, 14-year-old. Well, why don't these 13, 14-year-olds go to the police and be arrested tomorrow or tonight? Because they're all fucking cuckolds. Why are you mentioning 13, 14-year-olds? Because I mentioned them about Paul Sykes, which I was telling the truth. You said he met a 13 and 14-year-old, and then he turned around and said, I thought he was took to the beach for the day out or something, or chose her out a box or something. He said, no, you had a threesome with him. He started laughing. I went, that's rape. He went, no, they give consent. It was underage sex he had with them. Well, it's just the fucking same. 30-odd-year-old man going out with a 13, 14-year-old. That's why he's come back with me, to try to hit me with it. But everyone knows you're just a fucking divvy. If it was out like that on me, everyone would know about it from day one. The cops would love to come up. They put it in the papers and everything. They'd love it. I've never been out. I've never been fucking arrested for out like that, you little fucking crank. You're just a shit house. Can't fight for no bottle. Where's this fucking Paul Sykes movie? Your hero. You bent over. If he was in a snooker hall and they said, right, what you going for, the hard brown or the easy pink? He'd bend over and say, I love a brown. I love a bit of brown. He'd bend over and say, can I have the hard brown, please? Or the easy, the hard brown he'd go for. I love a bit of brown. He'd bend over at the table to take the hard brown. Fucking weirdo. John Sullivan, good writer. Yeah, John Sullivan is a good writer. That was good as well. I'll be the same pet. Fucking class. That was written by two builders from Stockton, that near where Gary Clark lives. Two people from there. Teesside written it. My neighbour's quiet. I'm nosy. Peters. Yeah, I hope he's all okay tonight. I hope he's have a great day tomorrow. Man U play tomorrow. I hope they win tomorrow. If they win tomorrow, they win the next game. I don't think they'll beat Newcastle, and I don't think they'll beat fucking Man City. They might beat them in the cup, but any luck they might win. Might be like a lucky game. But he might not be playing. Rashford's playing the bullying me routine. I'm only on 370, £600,000 a fortnight. I'm only on 600 grand a fortnight. I'm getting bullied. You can call me what you fucking want. Give me 600 grand a fucking year. You can call me fucking Susan. Call me fucking Jelly if you want. Don't call me Boyle. Oh, you give me £1 million a fucking year, still wouldn't take it. £1 million an hour. Hit the legs, hit the hard brown. Dancing around the fucking room with his fucking eyes like that, popping out his head. That's where he was like, he was worse now when James come. When James, because he wasn't on. Your eyes go big when you're on speed and coke and stuff and crack. Your eyes go dilate the other way. They go small when you're on heroin. And he said, James England, his eyes are fucking pent to death. I remember him saying it with his Scottish accent, big thick Scottish accent. And we had to pull full of scrap. We had to fucking stay in the room with him for 3 hours. Scrappy never forgot him, give me after no, he fucking died lately after it. Scrappy never liked him. He used to always back at him. Never liked him. Kept saying, you're a big dog, Scrappy. He's fucking shaking his old. Scrappy was monstrous. A real nightmare, Peter. I'm greasy, laugh out loud. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was sunny weekend. Someone said snow. Nah, it's going to be warm, I think. Been more than a sweet cat. Yeah. He says, I never said that. Well, you did, because it's on the official topic talk. He's fucking mental, isn't he? You know, like, he's writing things in books and then saying he never said it. You can just go to the book and you can find the fucking thing. Give me the other spender. They do that on my pain. Look the light. Tiny time. Joe, have you seen the new Billy Jones advert? It's brilliant. When he's talking to Adam, he's like Billy Jones, but he's come on there. It's about depression with people our age, and it's not just about football. It's about supporting each other. It's about like the mental health and the depression. I thought it was brilliant when he did a. He spoke really good. He looked really well. I was really proud of him today. Really proud of him speaking up for people with mental health. I thought fucking brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Advert today with mental health with Billy Jones. Absolutely brilliant. One of the ones you look at and think that could help someone. That really helps someone. That's all I wanted to do when I did the channel. Help people who were in Matt's position where you couldn't get off the drugs. And I finally got off and I thought, if I can just give them a little bit of knowledge, if I can just help that many people in the world, it'd be brown for us to do it. And he went, no, don't do that. If you do that, you'll ruin your career. Nobody will want to follow you and all that. I said, well, if they don't follow me, don't follow me. But if I can save just one person in the world or two people, I've done something good. And we've saved fucking hundreds and hundreds of people and got hundreds and hundreds of alcohol and drugs and different things. So we're doing good things in the world. He just wants to hurt people. But I just like to help people and feel the love of people. When you help people, it's great. Why would you want to hurt people when you can do the opposite? Because you're evil. You and your fat wife are just evil, fat cunts. Evil, twisted, horrible, vile people. And you go out your way to really hurt people. Sitting trolling people all day when you could be doing something good in your life. Take your son out to the fucking somewhere. The kid's locked in the house all day long. Fucking, he's like that, the son, like a bag of fucking bones. You don't feed him. He looks about fucking 6 stone, the son. He looks like he's like, somebody's undernourishment. He looks like he's fucking dying of fucking, like some disease. Because they don't feed the kid. Because them two fat cunts never stop eating. The kid goes in the bedroom out the way of him. He can't stand his own fucking parents. Tells all his friends at school they're idiots. And that's when he had that video going on. They were all laughing at the son at school, and that's why the nephew come and seen us to say it's not his son, it's not these, it's not that, it's not his mum, it's not his sister, it's not his daughters and things. It's fucking him who's doing it with Shirley. It's no one else in the family. So the mum said, I tell the man, I'll lock him out. I'll lock him out the house. I won't let him in. And then the lady, the young lad said the same. She said, my nana locks the door and won't let him in the house. He said, so that's his own family, lock him out the house because he's the tea leaf, see. We've been done for burgling people's houses, been to jail for it. How low can you fucking get burgling people's houses? I tax drug dealers, yeah. I never burgled a house in my life. And to me, that's the worst thing. An Englishman's home is his castle. Well, it's anyone's home, it's the castle. You're breaking a house, I used to say to the kids in the house, you're going to do commercial buildings like factories, places like that, but not people's homes. I said, why? What's the millionaires? It doesn't matter. They might have a little trinket like that, like a gold watch or a little something in there, but you might steal means the world to them. The last thing the nana left them on the dying deathbed, and you've stole out of the house. So how would you like something your mum give you? And that's the only way I understand you now. So they started listening to me, so I started doing speeches in the prison about burglary and stuff, and I started changing the way they think. How would you like somebody come in the cell now and say, no, I wouldn't like it? I said, well, that's what it's like when you burgle people's houses. I said, burgling people's houses, they no, you can't do that. You cannot do that. It's fucking, you know what I mean? It's a total wrong thing to do, go and pinch out of shops and stuff. You can't hurt them people. You burgle an old people's house, you get in there, but 80-odd-year-old wake up, they'll be heart attack, drop down dead. You're going to get done for manslaughter. You might not want to hurt them, but you might hit them with something and fear to run out of the house. That's manslaughter, then you're looking at fucking 10 years. I said, so don't burgle people's houses, no matter how much money the fucking house is worth. They're just normal people. They just work, whatever they are. If they're a rich person in a rich house, it could be a poor person in a rich house, and you still have the same fear. So you burgle in a house where people are in there, where they feel safe in their own house, like a castle, and you're going in there and burgling 4 or 5 years, frightening them to death. And they're just screwed. They say to me, you're really, really good at saying things and how the faces are changing when you're talking, and they're coming up to me and say, I never thought of it like that, Brian. He said, all night I've been in bed. Tossed and turned, he lived next door to me. He was a little burglar from fucking South Bank. He come in, he said, I'm never going to burgle again. He said, you're right, that could be my mum or my nana or my dad or something, because they're getting on his mum and dad's like, his nana's really old. He said, so it's like me burgling. My nana was in that. I said, exactly, son, you've got it now. I said, dead proud of you. I left him up there. He could do the shop when I went. Little black lads from South Bank, Grangestown way. He was over the moon with him, like I helped him. But it's nice because I was going out and say, it's no good to me taking £30 of shopping home. I had about £200 of shopping, and then fucking Paddy used to get food off people all the time. I thought I'll keep this when I go, I'll give it to all the lads on the wing, and I give it all away. About £200 of shopping I'd left. What do you want? You get 3 tins of that, you get 4. Whatever you want, just pick what you want. And then when they got it all, they said, what if I'm all the way fucking court? The one I got a fucking, it's out to do with being put to charge me. I've got no fucking food left. Screws were laughing like fuck. He said, no, you're going to get out. He said, I had like all the screws, even read my other depositions. I went, this is fucking disgusting. He said, that tells me the police hate you. He said, and the people love you on the streets because all these are here, all cheering for you when you go out. Everyone on the wings and everything, we're all like, over the moon. Because I shouted, I'm getting out in the morning, I'm going, big Brian, shouting at the windows and everything. It was mad. Nobody went to sleep nearly all night. They were all still shouting at the windows. You get a bit like a lump in your throat. You know, the lads are in, you think that, oh, good time, I'm going to get out tomorrow, and these are all going to be still in jail. You get a bit upset sometimes. But you know, you've done nothing wrong. You've had a fucking bit of a fight with some fucker and you've saved from an army lad. Got his £1,500 back, but they robbed him. And then you end up in fucking jail for something that when you did something good, a deed, and you go to jail. Fucking terrible. Right, guys, I'm going to fucking have been only 3 hours. You fucking can't have talk, yous lot. Unbelievable, yous lot. Fucking 3 hours. In gobshite, that tax man. They're all saying, thank fuck, he's going, I'm fucking knackered. They're all fucking exhausted. Why the fuck can he talk that much? It's that stuff that makes me keep awake. Well, if I don't have this, I can't wait. That there, like a Red Bull stuff. Peter Vox was on to me the other night. He said, fucking hell, I can't keep awake. It's too strong, that creatine stuff. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble. What am I doing wrong here? Fucking thing again. Oh, there it is. Yes. Off. Push there, push there. Push there, push there, push there. Oof. The bastard going off. My hands are terrible still, no my balance. I've got no strength in my hands. Yes.